at rasmussen.edu.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Music for every mood lives on TuneIn. Whether you want to relax, focus, or turn things up, you'll find the right station. Hear from the top stations like today's hits, classic rock, coffee house, and more. Stream non-stop music from stations you know and new favorites waiting to be discovered. Just search music or ask your device to play your favorite music station on TuneIn.
Tonight, Truist Park comes alive for another big National League battle as the Braves take on the San Francisco Giants.
Slicing to the corner at the foul pole. Home run! It's out of here!
680 Game Day starts tonight at 5:15. Then Domino and Barrett set the table for the night on the Ford Leadoff Show, followed by the Braves and Giants from right here at Truist Park. Only on the Fan and streaming free on the 680 The Fan app.
Here's the latest from the Krause Auto Group Sports Desk.
Choose the auto group that shows up for Atlanta. KrauseAutoGroup.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Derek Thomas. We are counting down to more Braves baseball. First of this update brought to you by Dr. Roof.
Keep your roof, gutters, and home exterior healthy with Dr. Roof. Atlanta's roofing, siding, and windows expert since 1988. Schedule a free inspection at drroof.com.
We got at least 16 innings of Braves baseball on deck. We start with Game 1 versus the Giants, resuming in the bottom of the second at 2 o'clock today. Shalina and Mino taking you right into the Ford Leadoff Show. Then tonight we got J.R. Ritchie on the mound for Game 2 versus the Giants as your regularly scheduled 7:15 first pitch. Also got a big one in the College World Series. Georgia needs 2 wins over Oklahoma if they want to advance. Tonight's game set for 7 o'clock.
Easy.
And it will be streaming on your fan app. Let's hope so, Joe. The soccer, visit PanExpress.com to order online or swing by Pan Express. Walk on. Portugal out to a 1-0 lead on the Congo. They're now in the 32nd minute. You're listening to The Fan, 680 and 93.7 FM.
133, Cellini Domino. The Fan, 680, 93.7 FM. Absolutely free. You can listen via the Fan app. 1 o'clock hour brought to you by ALMcars.com. Super Sky Point to Walter Parazader.
You know what this was? This is a slow dance at IS 24 in Staten Island, 1974.
Terry Kath singing He's No Longer With Us, and Walter Parazader, 81 years old, passing away. 2 original members of Chicago.
This is like this is the piano version of every, when you're a kid, you just want to learn one thing. This was the thing. Like if you were a kid in the 70s and somebody somehow had a piano.
Carla Tamino, when I was like 4, that's how old the song is. She was trying to teach me how to play these bars on the piano next door. Honest to God, truth.
She was.
And Super Sky Point to Carla Tamino, much older than me. She was like 12 years older.
Did she do anything inappropriate?
Did she teach you anything else?
No, she was an attorney in Chicago for years.
Can't he just tell a nice story without you guys?
I had no idea what direction this was going.
I know how you Italians are.
She moved to Chicago, so it all kind of ties together. Right now, there's no time for this nonsense. We need to get to work.
The uniforms are the only things changing around Flowery Branch this offseason. A new president of football, a new GM, and a new coach have been installed. And of course, Atlanta's longest-running sports station is here to help. It's time to fix the franchise on Cellini and Domino. Presented by Dr. Roof, Atlanta's top roofing and exterior repairs and remodeling company since 1988, with the best warranty in the business.
The flute to close out Color My World made Walter Parazader a star. Anyway, enough about that. Michael Penix Jr. trying to become a star in the NFL, trying to get healthy. Here he is talking to the media yesterday about his health status.
I feel confident with everything. It's sometimes they stand to the side and tell me, no, you can't do it. And I'm like, I feel like I can do it. But like I said, continue to just trust my body, trust my knee. And if it was up to me, I'd go out there and do everything. I'd do 11 on 11 now, but like that's, and obviously, the smart thing, just understanding, is more than just my want to play. Obviously I got to care about my body and, my future as well.
Let me do this. They were asking this morning, who do you want to win the job? I'm going to be really honest. I don't care. Because is it a one-year deal with either one of these guys? Michael Penix gets hurt again. He just doesn't look like he can play. Is it a one-year deal and Tua walks away because he plays well? Or it's a one-year deal because he walks away and you found out he couldn't play? I just want somebody who can play quarterback. What I do root for with Michael Penix is, finally, please, for the love of God, a good enough coaching staff with a good enough health record for one whole year. Be healthy for a year, and let's find out what you can do. And if you crap out, if you can't play, if you're not this, you're not that, at least he'll know. He'll get another chance someplace else. But just don't, it's marred by injury. It would just be nice with the right staff if this guy had a year of learning how to be and then proving he could be a quarterback in the NFL.
We mentioned the fact that he does sound a lot more confident. Yes. It's nice to know that when you're working with a staff like this, and it starts with Matt Ryan and works its way down, I don't know what the end result's going to be, but there seems to be a purpose now.
Agreed.
Daniel Flick is the beat reporter for the AJC for the Falcons. He replaced D-Led. He was on with the locker room this morning, and that's what he said. The biggest difference is the previous regime had energy but no real direction. They have direction. They're doing everything with a purpose now. And I think the players sense that.
Yeah, good. Now, again, it's just the June version, and then it'll be the July and August version. The September version is the one that matters. I just hope that he gets a clean opportunity. My God, stay healthy for a year, and let's find out with you playing quarterback in the NFL what it might look like.
Here's Kevin Stefanski on the so-called quarterback competition.
With Mike, he's rehabbing from an injury. He's been able to do 7-on-7, do individual with us, which he's attacking and doing a great job with. With any competition, quote unquote, those things work themselves out down the line. As a team, I think we have to realize, players have to realize that we're all working towards the same goal right now in June, and that's building a foundation for this football season.
Know the playbook. First thing you can do, know the playbook. Why are we calling this? Please understand that too. And then hope that the guys up in the booth or wherever the hell he is on the sideline and your head coach understand what it takes to win a football game. That's the crazy part. I just felt like we were just sort of, I don't know, you know what, into the wind. It just felt like, oh yeah, we'll play again on Sunday and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to pat each other on the back. We don't know what direction we're going in, but you're right. We'll throw caution to the wind. The Falcons are also going to hold 10 open practices, 9 at Flowery Branch. One, the Saturday Night Lights deal is still to be determined. That's going to happen on August the 10th, but location-wise. But season ticket member day is going to be July the 31st. Okay. Back Together Saturday is going to be August the 1st. August the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 7th, the 8th. That's the Saturday Night Lights deal again. 10th, 11th, and 12th. You want to go out to Flowery Branch.
So the Hill and everything else. And hopefully what you'll see is a football team that's attacking their business day to day.
And hopefully we'll see the Braves win a couple of games against the hapless Giants this afternoon.
7.5 game lead coming in today with Philadelphia.
It starts at 2 o'clock. They pick up where they left off, bottom of the second inning. Braves coming to bat, trailing 3-2, and the regular game that was scheduled for tonight will be at 7:15. Want to thank everybody on the other side of the glass, the Mets. Lear and Edgar, thank you. Derek Thomas, thank you as well. Enjoy Braves baseball. We're out on the road tomorrow. The details to follow at 10 o'clock. Cellini Domino, you're on the Fan 680, 93.7 FM, absolutely free as always via the Fan app.
You were meant to be near me. Ooh, and I want you.
The 1 p.m. hour is presented by ALMcars.com. 24 locations, more than 8,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to shop. Find yours at ALMcars.com.
The warm air, the beautiful weather, and the sounds of baseball. It's got you thinking about hitting the road. And no matter where your adventures...
Support for this podcast comes from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Did you know riders who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $200 per year? That's a whole new pair of riding gloves. And more. Quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $197 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between October 2024 and September 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Planning ahead can make all the difference. And for nearly 30 years, StormSmart has helped protect homes and families in our community. And there's no better time than now. From hurricane screens, aluminum shutters, impact windows and doors, and flood mitigation systems. StormSmart protects what matters most, your family and your peace of mind. Call 855-61-SMART now to schedule your free in-home consultation and to learn about our 0% financing options. Be safe, be smart, be StormSmart.
Ice Cube's Big 3 is back. The most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league on earth returns to CBS this Saturday. 3-time Big 3 MVP ISO Joe Johnson and the reloaded Detroit Amps battle 2-time Big 3 championship coach Steven Jackson's DMV trilogy, followed by Big 3's most intense rivalry. Defending champions Miami 305 and Michael Beasley chasing his 3rd straight MVP take on Dwight Howard, coach Nick Young, and the LA Riot. Watch Big 3 Saturday 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on CBS. Catch replays Monday 8 p.m. on BET.
Thank you for choosing not to smoke. Your consideration helps keep the air clean and comfortable for everyone. By avoiding smoking, you are helping to create a safer and more pleasant environment for those around you. We truly appreciate your support in maintaining a clean, healthy, and welcoming space for all. Thank you once again for your understanding and cooperation.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tea at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
This is radio reimagined. With TuneIn, you get music, news, sports, podcasts, and live radio from around the world, all in one place. Hear from stations like Today's Hits, Talk Sport.
I think we still can win the World Cup with this squad.
The Daily, and more. Available on over 200 devices, so you can enjoy TuneIn Radio anytime, anywhere. Just sit back and start listening now.
20 years in a row. Schedule a free estimate at drroof.com.
Employee pricing deals are still happening at Akins Ford in Winder with up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2026 Ford Broncos. Hi, this is Brad Akins, and now through June 30th, take up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2026 Ford Bronco Outer Banks and Badlands at Akins Ford. We have over 70 of these Ford Broncos in stock. So come get employee pricing of up to $10,000 off MSRP on your new 2026 Ford Bronco Outer Banks or Badlands today from America's #1 retail volume Ford dealer, Akins Ford in Winder. Just 25 minutes east of the Mall of Georgia and on Highway 29. Stock number 55347, MSRP 56423. Sale price 46423. Discount includes $1,000 dealer assistance with approved financing through Ford Credit and another $1,000 trade assist with your 2010 or newer trade. Discount does not include $7.99 doc fee and $84 electronic filing fee. Dealer retains tax rebates plus government fees. See dealer for details. Claim based on Ford's 2025 retail sales report. Visit us today at AkinsFord.com. Akins, we're closer, bigger, and have better deals on Ford Broncos than you think.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic. Search Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon, CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
Your front door shouldn't whoosh. It should wow. Entry Point Doors and Windows designs and installs beautiful, energy-smart doors and windows that boost curb appeal and comfort. Go to EntryPointAtlanta.com to get a free estimate today.
Hey Atlanta, Brian Finneran here. Football taught me a lot about teamwork, toughness, and trust. And those same values run deep at Mabra Law. Ronnie Mabra's father played professional football here in Atlanta, just like I did. So when you talk about Atlanta roots, the Mabra family has them at every level. Ronnie Mabra then went on to play college football here in Atlanta and then graduated from Georgia Law School. So when you're hurt in a car accident that wasn't your fault, you need someone you can trust. To learn more and schedule a free consultation, just visit MabraLaw.com. Mabra Law. They fight. You win. Mabra Law.
Hey guys, it's Shawn Michaels here from the Locker Room, and let me ask you something. When was the last time you had your fireplace or chimney checked? It's probably been a while, and that can be dangerous. That's why I trust my friends over at Chimney Solutions. Whether it's keeping your family safe with a chimney sweep, repairing masonry, or even installing a brand new wood-burning or gas fireplace, these guys do it all. Mention that you heard it right here on 680 The Fan, and you're going to get $50 off. Call Chimney Solutions today at 770-255-1300, or you can visit chimneysolutions.com.
Ben Ingram here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles are in a place on their front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, two trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. They have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision. And now for the ball game.
There's no better chance for young quarterbacks to hone their skills than alongside former pros and college football Hall of Famers at Buck Belew's Quarterback Camp, presented by Georgia Power. The camp is Saturday, July 11th from 10 a.m. to noon at Providence Christian Academy in Lilburn. Registration is totally free and open to all high school age quarterbacks and wide receivers from across the state. They'll have the chance to train alongside Georgia National Championship quarterback Buck Belew and former former Falcons wide receiver Brian Finneran. Don't miss out. Just visit 680thefan.com/QBcamp to register for your chance to participate. Welcome back to this presentation of Atlanta Braves baseball. We are now rejoining last night's Braves game against the San Francisco Giants, which will resume shortly. Now live from our flagship studios at Truist Park, here's Barrett Sallee and Chris Dimino.
Welcome back to the Giants Braves Game 1. Second half of the first game of the 3-game set. If you are just joining us, if you missed it last night, the game was suspended with in the middle of the second inning. Giants up 3-2. So we will get you to Truist Park. Ben and Darren will be on the call for the rest of Game 1, and of course Game 2 coming up 7:15 first pitch as scheduled. Chris, yesterday was kind of wild. Drake Baldwin, a home run in his first swing back off the injured list, 473 feet, the longest home run in Major League Baseball this year.
Somebody had to hit the longest home run in Major League Baseball this year.
Might as well be Drake in a dramatic spot, right? But the Giants put up 1 in the first, Braves put up 2 in the second, and then the wheels started falling off in the top of the second for Grant Holmes. They were trying to get this game in. The weather today, at the time, looked like it was going to be really rough. It seems like it's going to be fine now. But, of course, tomorrow looks really bad. And the Giants being in town, being from the West Coast, I think it's understandable that they wanted to get as much of the game in. But in the second inning, Grant Holmes couldn't hold the baseball. He couldn't grip the baseball.
I thought that would have been enough. I watched managers look at dirt like I've never seen managers look at dirt. I'm 63 years old, and I don't think I've ever seen that walk around the infield. Now, I know it's happened in the past. I just haven't seen it because I was watching this game going, wow, I guess we're going to do that. Then they put towels on the mound and a landing spot on the mound. Never seen that before. Then Absorbo, or whatever that product is that they're actually putting on the field, they definitely had to go make a run to get more of that today because my guess is they used it all last night. Matter of fact, I'm surprised they didn't pull people out of the stands just to get it down quicker. And then they ended up canceling the game anyway. But once I saw it look like he couldn't get a grip on the ball, I've always thought at that point the umpires are supposed to say, hey, are we now putting people in danger?
Yeah.
And that's when I sort of get into that world of Grant Holmes has no excuses. If it's a reality that he couldn't grip the baseball, I get it. Not good. Mother Nature contributing to what might have ailed him last night is not good. But I thought the whole grip thing, that's the moment that the umps have to say, this might not be safe.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about not being able to dry off, in cold weather, we talk about this. You can't go to your mouth unless it's cold out. And everybody knows I'm going to blow on my hands. Then they said we can't have grip stuff because we're going to check you as you come out from the inning. That was one of those nights where you go, hey, fellas, do whatever the hell it is you have to do to make sure you have a grip if we're going to continue to play this baseball game.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, it's once the game starts, it is the umpire's decision. Now, they can consult with the grounds crew and whoever else they want to consult with. But I think they completely mismanaged, the umpires did, the intensity of the storm. And look, I think for all of us, we kind of did too, because I think before the game, nobody thought it was going to be raining that hard before the game even started. You thought it was going to clear up. It turns out it didn't. And then at that point, once you started putting, tons and tons of diamond dry on the field, you kind of have to sort of see this thing through in case it does clear up and you are able to play, especially against a team that is from the other side of the country.
Yeah, it's not my job to know the weather. I can also tell you that there is a moment when somebody, let's just call it cooler heads, have to prevail. Nobody wanted to not play that game last night. Now, I will also, let's get to the baseball part of it. I certainly wish that Hauser was pitching today, but they probably wish that Grant Holmes was pitching today too. So let's just call it a wash. But you did burn pitchers. Those guys are down. You burn pitchers. So now you have to come up with alternative plans. Robbie Ray will get the ball, and I told you he's 34 years old, $25 million, going to be a free agent. Is he going to be a rental property for somebody? He could be because the Giants are probably in the market, but he's not a guy who can really wow you. Now, that doesn't mean he can't get outs. He's veteran. He knows enough about how to spin and how to get out of it. But there are days that his fastball is there. There are days that it's not. He's given up 14 home runs this year. Mm-hmm. So if you want to rent him for $8 million, okay, I'd probably, if I'm the Braves, I'd want a better alternative. You might see him today and you might go, wow, we'll take that guy. He's available, right? Everybody in the Giants is available.
Yes, they are.
No, but I'm calling about Logan Webb. No, we want to sell you Robbie Ray. No, but I want Logan Webb. And then I'm sure the phones are going to be hung up and no deal is going to get done. Just be careful. Robbie Ray is not a guy who's the frontline guy anymore.
No.
He's just not. If he's something that you want or need as a luxury, great. But it's going to be about $8 million and a little bit of a prospect to go get him away from that team. I don't think he's worth it.
Another issue that arose yesterday was Michael Harris II. He was removed after the first inning with lower back tightness. We haven't heard any update on him yet, but what we do know is that he can't play in this suspended game. Eli White took his spot. Eli White will be in that number 2 spot in the order. We'll see what happens if we do hear something on Michael Harris II, but you definitely will not see him in game 1 today. He suffered through this before. This has been a thing that, he has plagued him, especially this season. I do now wonder if he doesn't play, is this going to be an IL stint? And are they a little bit more careful with him? Because it didn't look like he had any issue. He scored the second run of the game. He looked completely healthy. And then suddenly Eli White's in left and Dubon's in center.
Well, Kenny DH, that's the thing. Because remember, a couple of days after that initial sit down, he comes in and he hit a big double actually in a game winning. Was that a game winning hit?
I believe so, yes.
That was a game winning hit. So Kenny DH today, we're going to find out like everybody else. Can't do it in game 1. That's illegal. Game 2, you will have a 27th player, by the way.
Yes.
They're not treating this like a double header. They are treating this like you will play the first game with the 26 you had. Michael Harris, you ain't in. We both know the pitchers are not going to be back for this one. They warmed up, sat down, warmed up, pitched. So that's not happening. So you're going to play a little bit short in that regard. The Braves will play a little bit shorter because Michael Harris will not be allowed in the game. Even if he came in today, touching his toes and showing to everybody that I'm perfectly fine. You don't play in game 1.
No, you don't. And if you're curious as to where the Braves are in the lineup, Mike Yastrzemski will be up first in the bottom of the second, then Ha-Seong Kim, and then back to the top of the order, and Drake Baldwin. So that's where we are in terms of this particular game. We haven't had a lot of these. I can't even remember the last suspended game we had was that Bristol game. And it was sort of the same thing where they were really trying to get that one in during was a Saturday because obviously it was a huge event. It did feel like they were trying to do the same thing yesterday.
Well, they already have a game in August booked with the Chicago White Sox. You don't want to actually just say, we'll push it down the road. Let's kick the can. You have a limited number of days. And then if you look in August, they have a day off. We have a day off. They either have to fly here from wherever they're going to be, whether it's San Francisco or someplace else. You don't want to do it. The Giants probably would just say, hey, why don't we just play 161 this year? You guys can have it. I don't even know if that's illegal. Like if Tony Vitello would have just said last night, we don't want to play in the afternoon. You guys just take the win. Well, that's not a thing. But I just don't think you want to start booking days in August for these one-off moments to play a baseball game.
I also do wonder, knowing that the forecast does not look good at all tomorrow, did that play into it? And then also, are we still looking at a situation where 161 might be where this game lands? And then if you have to play the Giants on the Monday after the season, so be it. But if it is really bad tomorrow, do the Giants get out of town early because the Braves suffered that fate in Chicago where everything got screwed up, and say, look, we're going to figure out when to play this game later on? And that might mean after the season.
Well, maybe we just get lucky. As Walt Weiss said last night, you know what it's like down here. Sometimes it just pops up and it's supposed to be a little bit shorter, but goes a little bit longer. Maybe tomorrow doesn't turn out to be what everybody thinks it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what has to happen in the atmosphere. I don't know if a wind has to blow from Toronto. I don't know if a wind has to blow from the Gulf. I have no idea. But maybe there's just a chance that you just go, okay, it's not as bad as, I guess, the pictures. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know what to believe. Weather is business. Weather is good business for local people. I'm not telling you they lie, but I am telling you that they will absolutely tell you there's a chance we're going to have this and this, and it doesn't necessarily happen. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. Let's hope we get 2 games in today, 1 game in tomorrow. Milwaukee comes into town on Friday. The Braves have as big a lead as possible. Because, by the way, here's the other thing we're not mentioning. It's down to 7.5. Now, 7.5 is still a really good number. But you do know that with 2 games today in Philadelphia playing, this number could be in the 6s.
Yeah, it does. It could. Incidentally, Mark Bowman just said that James Karinchak will be on the mound for the Braves. So this will be his third.
He introduced himself to me the other day as James. So it's not Jimmy, it's not Jim. When a guy says James, I take him at, then his name is James.
That's it.
Yeah. And I wasn't really sure. I know that that's what he's been called. And I know that, but when a man does that, introduces himself, hey, I'm James. I heard about you. I've heard about you. Good luck with everything that's going to go on around here.
Chris Sale loves that guy, too. I do believe this will be his third appearance since being called up. First two have been fine. Interested to see what happens because you have to sort of treat this as a start. We saw last year in Bristol, Hurston Waldrop came up in the middle of the night from Gwinnett to Bristol, treated it as a start. It was technically in relief, but he pitched great. In a pinch, just out of nowhere, okay, go at it. Have some fun.
Jared Ritchie last week. He had wait, I got to do what? Yeah, you got to pitch. And he threw so well for 5 that you go, okay, guess what? Now the Strider thing going down, the reason he came in, also part of why he's getting a start, but he's getting a start tonight after about 3 weeks away. 18 walks for Ritchie. We'll do this later on in the pregame. Got to watch the walk thing because remember, it's crazy. San Francisco is worst, 30th in walks taken. First in triples, first in doubles, 24th in runs. That math doesn't work. On-base percentage, no good because they're 30th in walks. My point is with Ritchie and whoever throws for the Braves today, throw strikes. Throw strikes. Yes, they make contact. Second highest average in the league, 258. I get that. But don't make them do something they don't normally do. Don't give away freebies.
Yeah.
Don't be careless. Don't middle of the plate it. They can hit. They just don't score. Don't add on the walks to a team that can hit.
Yeah, they swing. They don't miss. They swing. They don't miss. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station.
The Fan.
Yeah, it'll be fun for Ritchie. It'll be fun to see what he can do tonight. And everything is set up well. I mean, nothing changes for those. I do wonder if this game does go long, how do they treat the break in between? Because it is still scheduled for 7:15, and we still are in a situation where we have a bullpen for both teams going. Things could get a little messy in game one.
Well, I do believe by the collective bargaining agreement, there has to be a certain amount of time.
Yes.
And I don't know what the window is, but I do know that they have to give a certain amount of time off. Whether it is clearing out the stadium, remember this is a 2-ticket event.
Yes.
So last night's ticket good for today. If you want to come on down, fantastic. Worry. I don't even want to talk about the parking. You're on your own in that regard. Tonight will be tonight's ticket.
Normal.
Then you have an opportunity to do everything that comes with a normal night game here in the Battery.
And it does look like they'll choose the 27th man after the first game, and that will obviously depend on pitching and bullpen usage and things like that. I would imagine that they're going to probably try to find a fresh arm, whoever it is, to just be available in the bullpen for tonight's game, whatever happens.
What that means is somebody's here now, or there are a couple of somebody's here now, and then you're just going to say, okay, you get to sit in the dugout with us. You, by the letter of the law, do not.
Yeah. There's some folks playing video games in that clubhouse, kicking back on those recliners right now, having a good old time, waiting to see what happens tonight. So it's a unique situation. And again, I think it complicates things even more that this is a West Coast team that is only here once. Even though it's still the middle of the season, if things got a little shady, if tonight, because remember, yesterday it looked like we might not play tonight. The weather looked really bad.
Which is why, again, I say tomorrow, write it all in pencil, because I don't know what's going to happen, neither to you and neither to the people who supposedly do. Let's get 2 in today. Let's worry about tomorrow. Let's actually win, because this team's been scuffling a little bit. Offensively, maybe it was going to wake up last night. Maybe you were going to beat up on a pitcher who had a 6-8 against lefties, and you were going to do a little bit of offensive damage. We'll never know, because now, guess what? Basically, the clock flipped to today. And while the score is still the same, everything about this baseball game has just changed.
We talk about runners in scoring position. In this game, the first game, San Francisco is already 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. That is wild. The Braves are 1 and 2. I wonder if this kind of situation, an odd situation, is what's going to get Ha-Seong Kim going again. He is going to be up second in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Yaz to start us off. Ha-Seong Kim, James Karinchak on the mound today. So it's wild. It's been a long time. And again, this game counts as yesterday. Remember the Bristol game last year was on a Sunday when it finished up, but we had that long streak of not winning games on a Sunday. Technically, that game counted as a Saturday. Technically, this game counts as a Tuesday game. So all kinds of weird things happening right now.
Well, again, we'll do this later, but J.R. Ritchie's going to be asked, keep the pitch count down. It's another reason why you don't want to actually be not throwing strikes. They're going to try to get him to go as long as possible. This is his game. As we like to say in the business, this is J.R. Ritchie's game tonight. Yes. Now, you're not going to do anything stupid with him. You're not going to push him to a limit or over a limit, but you are going to ask him, hey, the things that you talked about very maturely, what you learned in the 3 weeks down, what it is you need to be, not anybody else. I got to be myself. Take the walks down, keep the pitch count down, because it looks like and feels like with 3 games in a very short amount of time with no day off, and Milwaukee, by the way, who does everything well coming, J.R. Ritchie's got a little bit more of a burden than just starting this game tonight. His burden is, how far can you go? Please help us out as well.
Yeah, and you got a lot of that depends on what happens in this game. Can James Karinchak get 2 or 3 innings out of this? Eli White will bat 4th in place of Michael Harris II. Obviously, Eli came in as a defensive replacement after the first inning. I wonder what he will do. Will they work a little bit more in terms of speed with him in the lineup? All right, Game 1, the resumption of Game 1 coming your way right now. Let's send it across the street to Ben and Darren.
All right, thank you, fellas. Giants taking the field as we resume this game. Braves will be coming to the plate here in the bottom of the second with Yastrzemski, Kim, and Baldwin. Great to have you with us alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. As the team takes the field here, Darren, the most notable change, Robbie Ray on the mound. So the Braves had a lineup constructed against the right-hander Adrian Hauser. Now they face a southpaw in Ray.
Yeah, we got a little strategery going on here from Tony Vitello, the Giants manager, and it's actually a smart move, right? The original starter, Adrian Hauser, really struggled against lefties, so we stacked the lineup with lefties. We started with 5. Now we have 4 because Michael Harris has left the ball game. So you bring in a guy now in Robbie Ray that is struggling against righties. So that helps him out. He gets more lefties in a lineup than he normally would face. And, we'll see how this lineup will do against him.
By the way, the weather's much better today than what we saw last night. This is beautiful.
Just a touch.
Last night was something, man. As we sat around for a while, and then the game was postponed as the game stopped at 7:57 p.m. last night, and we're resuming here this afternoon. So the left-hander Robbie Ray, 6'2", 220 pounds, and he's been around for a while. He's out of Brentwood, Tennessee, a guy who's got a Cy Young Award on his mantle. 13 seasons in the big leagues. He's been with the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays, the Mariners, the Tigers, and the Giants. Go back to that 2021 season where he was so good. Had a 2.84 ERA. That was the best in the league. Won the Cy Young that year. So he's out there for Hauser. And it'll be Mike Yastrzemski climbing in to lead it off for the Braves in the bottom of the second inning. 3-2 is our score. Giants on top. Ray ready to go to work. Yaz is certainly ready. And here's the resumption of the game. First pitch is a called strike. And it's 0-1 on Mike Yastrzemski. By the way, the bottom of the second is the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. We'll tell you about our contestant in just a moment. 0-1 on Yaz. Batting .232 on the season. Takes the ball outside. Light breeze in from right center. Flags unfurled out there in right center. And a beautiful sunny day here in Atlanta. Last night was so bad that the two pitchers, Holmes and Hauser, were using basically a new ball every single pitch. And they played as long as they possibly could, and it was just a lot of muck and mud and wetness out there. Had to stop the game. 1-1 pitch. Yastrzemski swings and misses that time at a slider and a 1-2 count.
Yeah, we're able to question the umpire's decision in hindsight because, we saw it play out last night, but the decision to leave the tarp off the field and let it continue to get wet, really bit them later on.
Sure did. Grounds crews did a terrific job. I can't even imagine the hours they put in overnight and into the morning to get this field as good looking as it is right now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Yastrzemski takes a ball high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the second, the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. If the Braves steal a base, our contestant Maria Bernal will win $500 in free marathon gas cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. 2-2 from Ray. Swung on, pop foul into the seats along the third baseline. That becomes a souvenir as that rattles around down there. And a 2-2 count on Yastrzemski. For Robbie Ray in his career, a record of 92 and 87. This is his 280th Major League appearance and his 15th appearance this season. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Yaz takes a ball outside.
You mentioned that Cy Young on his mantle. He was absolutely dominant in his day. He's lost a couple ticks on that fastball now. It's hit right around 92, 93.
3-2 pulled foul. Look out, Antoine. They just about took out Braves first base coach Antoine Richardson.
Yeah, when he won that Cy Young Award, he was throwing 96 with just a snapdragon slider. He still has a good slider, but he's lost a few ticks on that as well. Hasn't gotten quite the same results he had last year.
3-2. And a called third strike. Showed him a slider on the outside corner that buckled the knees of Yastrzemski. And one down in the second inning. Yeah, he was 29 that year. He's pitching for Toronto. Here's the funny thing about Robbie Ray. He's been an All-Star twice in his career. Mm-hmm. He wasn't an All-Star that year. He won the Cy Young.
That's wild.
He was an All-Star in 2017 with the Diamondbacks when he went 15-5, and he was an All-Star last year. In his third season with the Giants, Ha-Seong Kim, the batter, takes the ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. On the season, Ray 4-6 with a 4.42 ERA. And his last turn was on the 10th against the Nationals. Went 5 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 5 runs on 7 hits. Ball outside of Kim. The last time that Robbie Ray had a relief appearance, and that's really what this is, as he enters the game in the bottom of the second, was back in 2020 with the Blue Jays. That'll be swung on and tip foul into the mid of Daniel Susac. Well, you can hear everything, can't you?
That's one thing I forgot about Robbie Ray is he grunts every single pitch. And today with the limited fans we have here, you're going to be hearing it every 15 seconds.
Let's see if we get a good one here. That's a pretty good one. There's a called strike.
It's like we're center court at Wimbledon and Martina Hingis play.
Yeah. I think you can hear Robbie Ray out in the battery right now. I think he's leading the National League in grunts. 2-2 out back into the screen.
Yeah, the two things. Robbie Ray wore the tightest pants in the league. They're still pretty snug, but everybody else has made an adjustment as well. But we used to joke that he had to grunt because his pants were so tight.
I was going to ask you think the grunt comes from how hard he's throwing or because his pants are so tight on him?
The pants.
Those things are painted on him. There's the 2-2 pitch. Kim swings and misses. That time a fastball, 93. So back-to-back strikeouts by Ray. Back to the top of the order to Drake Baldwin. And it was Drake who lifted the teams in the first inning yesterday. Had the first inning home run that traveled 473 feet. I mean, it was a massive shot to straightaway center field. So 2 down for Baldwin, 3-2 Giants in the bottom of the second inning. There's a ground ball out to second base. Luis Arraez has it. Throws over to first base, and the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. So we've resumed the game. We go to the top of the third, 3-2 San Francisco.
Strike 3. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Fusion PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? And it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia. And more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid. And the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community. And being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor. And we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Here's a pro tip from me, Brian Finneran. Use your smartphone to get around traffic and lock into the locker room with me every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on the Fan app.
3-2 Giants into the top of the third inning alongside Darren O'Day. Ben Ingram here with you. James Karinchak on the mound for the Braves as we resume. So the final line on Grant Holmes as the 2 innings he worked came last night. 2 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks on 4 hits. 2 strikeouts for Grant. Really tough circumstances for him trying to control anything with all the rain last night. So James Karinchak, right-hander on the mound now for the Braves. 30-year-old righty, 6'3", 215. He's out of Montgomery, New York. And this is his first season back in the big league since 2023. He was with Cleveland from 2019 through 2023, and he's making his third appearance with the Braves. Jung-Hoo Lee is there to greet him. There's the first pitch on the way to Lee, who bats fifth in the order. There's a ball low. The leather for the Braves is the same as it was last night when the game stopped. And you might remember Michael Harris came out of the game with back tightness after he scored a run in the bottom of the first inning. And Mauricio Dubon moved from left field to center field, and Eli White into the game in left field. 1-0 from James Karinchak. And Jung-Hoo Lee takes a ball high. Karinchak with the Braves this season. No record, no ERA, 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit allowed, a walk and 3 strikeouts. And the Braves taking a different path on the mound in the resumption of this game compared to what the Giants are doing. 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike, 2-1. We mentioned that Robbie Ray is going for the Giants, and he's going to use this game as if he were a starter. He was supposed to go the second game of this series. They bumped him up as he's pitching the resumption of this game from last night. Meanwhile, the Braves using a bullpen attack. There's the 2-1 pitch. Check swing fouled off. Meanwhile, Dylan Dodd is tossing right now, so we'll see a steady dose of relievers, I'm sure, for the Braves.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to get some work today. You're going to have to hold a few arms back for that second game just in case. But it's going to be a lot of action in that Braves bullpen.
2-2 pitch to Lee. And he swings and skies it just back of second base. Backpedaling into the outfield is Kim. Kim is there, and he makes the catch. And a pop out to the shortstop is out number 1 here in the third inning. Folks, get Wi-Fi so reliable, it never gets caught looking. Get it at one price for the next 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Temperature in the upper 80s as we resume here. Some cotton ball clouds floating across the Atlanta skyline. Beautiful canopy of blue over the top of the ballpark and a lot of sunshine fading in and out behind the clouds. Willie Adames to the plate. Takes a first pitch strike. Good-looking curveball.
Yeah, Karinchak, just a 2-pitch guy. 4-seam with really good vert at the top of the zone. That's what he got Lee to pop out with. And then a big curveball comes down from the heavens.
0-1 pitch. Missed outside with a curveball.
You know, when he was himself and really leaning into the wild thing, Rick Vaughn thing in Cleveland, he was quite a show. And he was nasty, threw extremely hard with that big curveball, tons of strikeouts.
1-1, swung on and missed. That kicked up a plume of chalk dust from the left-hand batter's box with that curveball in the dirt.
And it's taken a couple of years. He had some injuries, and he's trying to figure out how to pitch with a little bit lower velocity. And probably the biggest factor for him is the lack of sticky stuff. He was a sticky stuff proponent when he was pitching. It was very obvious he was using it a lot, and that's not allowed anymore.
One of the sticky bandits, huh? There's a ball high, 2-1. For Karinchak, he had been with AAA Gwinnett, made 21 appearances there. 2-2 record and a 2.45 ERA. Put up good numbers. Had pitched 25 2/3 of an inning at AAA. And then getting the nod to the big leagues, like we mentioned, his first big league action since 2023 with Cleveland. 2 away for Casey Schmidt. He's a right-handed batter, and he'll send one foul into the seats of the second deck down the first base line. That'll rattle some empty seats.
Yeah, Karinchak's always been a big strikeout guy. As I mentioned, premium stuff. And he's continued that this year in the minor league, striking out 38% of hitters, which would be right at the top of the league here in major leagues if he can repeat that at this level.
In search of a 1-2-3 top of the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball high to Casey Schmidt. That fastball, 96. I'd say his stuff looks really good.
It does. It looked good in spring training as well. I think the Braves just wanted to see him prove it during a regular season, and it looks like he's earned his way back.
Schmidt singled and scored in the portion of the game last night. Pulls the ball out to third, hops over the bag. Riley's on the back end, makes the catch, sends it over to first base for the out. Nice play by Austin. That was tricky. It hopped right over third base and stayed fair. And it's a 1-2-3 third put together by Karinchak. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 3-2 Giants.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Hello, I'm a Phantom tire buyer with a secret identity.
Of course you are.
As a Tire Discounters superfan, I've been talking to customers in the parking lot. And I may not have been doing my job in spreading the good news.
Oh, like customers getting a free alignment when they buy 4 tires?
Well, everyone knows that.
Okay.
But by focusing on alignment, I have neglected oil changes, brakes, shocks, and...
Hey, you can't do everything, Phantom.
Why not? Tire Discounters does.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar. A tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com. Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Eli White leads off with the Braves in the bottom of the third inning. Braves trailing the Giants 3-2. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Playing 2 games today. Here's a pitch on the way to Eli White. He swings and pops it up, foul ground first base side, reaching for the seats. That'll become a souvenir down behind the Braves dugout. So restarting this game today, we started off at 2:01 Eastern, and we'll finish the game that we could not finish last night. And then game 2 will be tonight at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. J.R. Ritchie will be on the mound for the Braves. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Eli White. Eli takes a ball outside. I do like how we can hear every single word the umpire Jordan Baker also says, too. Not just saying balls and strikes. He's giving you a description of where the pitch missed. 1-1 from Ray. He swings at a fly ball hit well towards right center field. Gilbert giving ground. Shy of the warning track under it. Camps out, makes the catch. And one away here in the third inning.
Yeah, those field mics, those are built for the din of the crowd, right? And so today when there's not, I'd say there's a few thousand people here, you can hear everything. And those mics sit right down there, right behind the batter on field level, so you're going to hear all the sounds of the game here on the broadcast.
Yeah, really cool. A little bit different than you normally would get. Robbie Ray, the left-hander, facing Matt Olson. He'll bring it, misses low and outside. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. 3-2 Giants, bottom of the third. 1-0 to Olson. Check swing. There's a called strike. Showed him a fastball. At heater, Darren's been around 93, 94, but locating it pretty well.
Yeah, he looks good so far. He's been on a pretty rough stretch here lately. Really struggling over his last 6 starts. So he's looking to get right here today against this lineup, including 4 lefties.
1-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. That's a rare treat for him to see that many lefties in the lineup.
Yeah, he's got some pretty big splits. He's given up 14 home runs this year, and 13 of those 14 are against right-handed hitters. So, normally if you see Robbie Ray's name starting on the mound, you're going to load up your lineup with as many righties as you can, and the Braves just aren't able to make that adjustment here.
1-2 pitch, fouled off by Olson. What's staggering is, you mentioned the rough stretch that Ray has had lately. His last 3 starts, he's been given more run support than you could possibly imagine, and has just 1 winning decision in the span. Tons of run support. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Olson takes the ball outside. His last outing got a no decision in a game that the Giants won 11-10. Start prior, he got a win in a game the Giants won 18-3 against the Cubs. And then the start before that, a no decision in a game the Giants won 19-6. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside ball 3.
Yeah, it is surprising, but yesterday we talked about the Giants offense since May 10th has been, number 1 in the league in batting average, slugging, on-base percentage. They've been scoring a ton of runs lately, especially talk about those football scores they put up.
3-2, and Olson sends it foul. I mean, that's almost 50 runs of support in his last 3 starts, and he has 1 win out of it.
Yeah, the Giants pitching staff has been struggling the last 2 months, and they're a team that's built on that pitching staff, and it just hasn't been the case.
Giants leading 3-2, bottom of the third. 3-2 to Olsen, missed inside, and he lost him. 1-out walk puts Matt Olson aboard. Walks were an issue 2 starts ago for Ray. He had 5 walks in an 18-3 win against the Cubs. Those walks didn't hurt him. He didn't give up a single run, although he gave out 5 free passes. Well, there's his first walk allowed in this one. So the Braves have a runner with 1 down in the bottom of the third inning. Bat in the hands of Ozzie Albies. Swings it from the right side, takes a ball outside. These Giants entered this series 22nd in the big leagues in team ERA. They have surrendered the 9th most runs in baseball and the 13th most homers, so middle of the pack in homers allowed. But they walk a lot of batters. 4th most walks, 8th fewest strikeouts, and the 5th most wild pitches. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ozzie takes a ball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And when you talk about the struggles of their pitching department, is that more on the starters, the relievers, both?
Both. Yeah, they've both been pretty dreadful here lately. The bullpen has kind of been closer by committee. Guys don't know when they're pitching. They've been struggling as well. 2-0 to
Ozzie, misses outside.
But as Braves fans know, it all starts with the starting rotation, right? The last road trip was the first time we've really seen our starters stub their toes a little bit, and it got messy. Right?
Yeah.
We lost some games that we would have expected to win. So our fans know how important that starting pitching is.
3-0 pitch. And there's a high strike. Ozzie thought that was ball 4. Took a stride towards first base, was called back by Jordan Baker. By the way, one other change. I mentioned the Braves made that change for Michael Harris as he came out of the game last night. There is one change to the umpiring quartet. Here's the 3-1. That'll be fouled off over the Braves dugout and out of play. John Bacon is the first base umpire. Last night, Junior Valentine was the first base umpire, but Junior's going to have the plate in the second game, so he's not working in today's resumption. So John Bacon in there, and he's at first base. Again, the 3-2. Now a pick off to first base. I don't know why he's worried about Matt, but throws over anyway. And a 3-2 count on Ozzie Albies.
What do you think middle school was like for John?
Probably horrible.
It's a tough last day.
I bet John Bacon's had nightmares about his days in junior high. 3-2 pitch. Ozzie pops it up. Foul ground down the first base line towards the sidewall. Devers fighting the sun, makes the catch right next to the sidewall. 2 down here in the third inning. Bad now in the hands of Dominic Smith. I bet he was called Porky. Oh, all sorts of nicknames.
I mean, I, for one, would have squealed every time he walked by in the hallway, but I don't know what you had in mind.
John Bacon.
You had a run-in with some bacon.
Overnight, yeah.
You did. A big piece of bacon.
I had Hogzilla on my trail cam last night. There's the pitch on the way to Dominic Smith. And Dominic hits one high in the air to right, but got under it. Jung-Hoo Lee going to make the squeeze. Coming off the bat, thought he got it better than he did, but got under it, and that into the bottom of the third. So the Braves leave a runner stranded at first. It's a 3-2 lead for the Giants into the top of the fourth.
Hey friends, Jim Chastain from Georgia's ASW Distillery here. Just like the Braves, we had an exciting offseason. Not only was our Fiddler Wheated Bourbon named a top 25 bourbon last year, but our Fiddler Encore Georgia Oak also won Best Small Batch Bourbon of the Year at the World Championship of Spirit Competitions. And look out for roster additions this summer with Fiddler Big Green Egg Bourbon and Fiddler Chin Music Curveball Edition, our collaboration with the Braves. These will be at your local bottle shops across Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, and all of Braves country. Go Braves!
When it comes to shipping, Saia Freight and Logistics delivers a grand slam. As the exclusive freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves, Saia provides comprehensive nationwide service focused on customer satisfaction. For over a century, Saia has delivered the smart solutions and reliable shipping businesses both big and small depend on. When service is everything, it's a yes. Step up to the plate with Saia. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
As the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, the original Louisiana hot sauce is here to make sure all your favorite ballpark eats can't be beat. It's like a beautifully balanced 5-tool power hitter made with peppers, vinegar, and salt. Bringing the right kind of heat for whatever's going on the grill. Hot dogs, burgers, and all those fully loaded brats. Grab the original Louisiana hot sauce for a taste that always hits. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Braves fans, make an appointment to be a part of the world-famous crossover to hear Chris Domino and me, Nick Cellini, mix it up with Chuck and Chernoff weekdays at 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
3-2 Giants as we head into the top of the fourth. And as we're going to say this a few times today, bullpen gate opens. Out trots Dylan Dodd. James Karinchak had a really nice third inning, just 3 up, 3 down. No hits allowed.
There's a called strike on Drew Gilbert. I can't even imagine the meetings and the strategizing that went into attacking today for Walt Weiss and his coaching staff, because you got to get through this game. Starter, of course, burned with what we saw last night, so you got to get through it. And using multiple relievers in order to do that, but also making sure that you got plenty for the night game. There's the pitch on the way to Drew Gilbert. There's a ball high. Would there ever have been a situation in your career where maybe you would have pitched in a game like this and you used so few pitches that you're an option for the second game?
Yeah, actually, you read my mind, buddy. I was just thinking that's what Karinchak being done. That indicates to me
1-2 to Gilbert, high and outside.
That Walt Weiss is considering using some of these guys twice. He threw just 13 pitches, 1 inning, very tidy, very quick. So if you're not going to use him in the second game, he's done for the day, right? And you're not going to just set a guy down after 1 inning, 13 pitches. So we might see him in game 2.
2-2 pitch. That swung on, miss. That time got a sinker by him. Gilbert strikes out. So let me ask you this. If that were the case, let's just put you in Karinchak's shoes. Is that something that you would know pretty soon after coming out? And if so, what would the rest of your day look like between now and perhaps your second appearance?
Well, that's something I'm sure Walt has already asked him if he's comfortable doing that. And some guys are. I didn't mind it at all, especially if I was throwing the ball well. I wanted to get out there as much as I possibly could.
Daniel Susac, the batter, takes first pitch strike.
And he's going to go do his normal post-game stuff. He's not going to ice or anything. He only threw 13 pitches, but stretching, maybe some shoulder exercises, and then crank it back up a few hours later.
3-2 Giants, top of the fourth. There's a ball high. By the way, the fourth inning is the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning. And Tidal Wave Auto Spy is making Braves country clean car country all season long. If the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning today, Tidal Wave will offer half off any monthly unlimited wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospy.com/Braves. Susac chops it off the plate foul. 1-2 on him. He's the catcher. And he's 0 for 1. He had a strikeout last night versus Grant Holmes.
I don't think the Braves are going to let Didier Fuentes go out there both games of doubleheader just because of where he's at in his career and what's to come for him in the game of baseball.
1-2 misses high. But you could easily circle 1 or 2 guys, maybe even 3 to say you're an option for both games.
Yes, absolutely. It's been done before. It'll happen again. It's just whether the front office and the manager are comfortable doing that.
2-2 pitch. Fouled off and spoiled over the Braves dugout into the second deck.
In fact, the man sitting in the visitors' dugout, Ron Washington, used to throw me out there in doubleheaders all the time. He loved it, and I didn't throw particularly hard, so I could pitch all the time. And he was excited to have somebody that was willing to do that, and we did it often.
2-2 pitch, low and inside with a cutter. Count runs full on Susac. He's a .295 hitter. 1 down, top of the fourth inning. It's a 3-2 lead for the Giants. All the runs scored in this game came in the first few innings last night. That's stroked in the air to left field. Going back and now over to his right is Eli White there for the out and 2 down. Back to the top of the order to Luis Arraez. He singled and doubled last night. Also scored a run. Great contact hitter at the top of their order. You look at this lineup, and it's understandable that they can put up a bunch of runs. There's a called strike on Arraez. I mean, they've got some sluggers in there. Obviously, Arraez, one of the best contact hitters of the last several years. Bryce Eldridge on deck has been one of the hottest Giants lately. Then it's Chapman, Devers, Adames. Ground ball right back to the mound. Dodd spears it on one bounce. Nice play by Dillon. Throws over to the bag for the out. And down they go in order. In the top of the fourth inning, we're off to the bottom of the inning. 3-2 Giants.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone.
Where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles. Just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places.
Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit. With select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Start your weekend with the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Crawl, Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Giants 3, Braves 2 into the bottom of the fourth inning. Man, do I have a deal for you. Today is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Thanks to that clean, tidy top of the fourth inning. More on that after the pitch to Mauricio Dubon. Here it is from Robbie Ray. And that's slugged down the left field line, but that will twist foul into the screen, 0-1. Stop by any Tidal Wave location tomorrow, and you'll get half off any unlimited wash membership for the first month. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. 3-2 Giants, bottom of the fourth. Dubon had an RBI single in the first inning. And the 0-1 pitch. Shot foul into the seats down the right field line, out of play. 0-2. We're talking about the strategy for the Braves and what they're doing on the mound in this game. Completely different strategy for the Giants, sending out Robbie Ray, as he will go as far as he can in this one. Dubon takes the ball high. And Tony Vitello, I'm sure, hoping they can get as many innings out of him as possible and save some of their relievers for game 2.
Yeah, both bullpens are in a good spot for what is almost a full doubleheader here today. Nobody's thrown a pitch out of either bullpen in 2 days.
1-2 low and outside, 2-2. So I guess the good news is the two pins were in a position where they're equipped to handle a day like today.
Yeah, you know, this didn't come. Both teams had an off day Monday, and obviously nobody had to throw last night. Did a lot of sitting.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. Jung-Hoo Lee trotting in, looking skyward, wearing the sunglasses, makes the catch at medium depth right field. And one away here in the fourth inning. We all did a bunch of sitting last night, didn't we?
We sure did. We did a lot of talking.
Sure did, man.
And sitting. Oh, what a strange night that was. When my head hit the pillow last night, that's all I could think about is I've just never seen a situation like that in my time in Major League Baseball.
Which is a statement.
Where you can just see the car crash happening very slowly. And the umpires just didn't make a decision.
Austin Riley takes the ball low and outside.
You know, we could see the field, from our vantage point, we could see the field pretty well with the reflection and the lights. And we could see it gaining water. And we said it on air, if it didn't stop raining in the next 5 or 10 minutes, this is just going to keep getting worse. And there's no amount of drying agent you can make the field playable with.
1-0 to Austin Riley, low and outside.
And you could just see it happening, and then it happened. And we just had to wait an hour and 40 minutes for it to officially be called.
And then resuming here today at 2:01 Eastern Time, and then playing the second game tonight. 2-0 pitch. Riley grounds one off the mound, up the middle, gloved by the second baseman, Arise, who is shaded that way. Goes over to first base for the out and 2 down. It's one of the wild things about this game, where you could be around the game a long, long time. I mean, between the two of us, we've seen pretty good amount of things in this game, but neither one of us have seen anything like what we saw last night.
Hour 40-minute rain delay with no tarp and lots of rain.
Tons of rain. 2 down for Yastrzemski. Takes a called strike. Now, I remember a time in Washington several years ago where we just didn't start the game because they thought it was about to rain at any moment. And it never rained, and it never rained, and it never rained. And we just waited. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That swung on a miss by Yastrzemski. And then they ended up banging the game. And then it finally rained, and we could have easily gotten 5 innings in that night. That was probably, 8-9 years ago. I'm sure a lot of fans remember that. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Yastrzemski takes the ball high.
Yeah, it's, before the game starts, it's in the home team's hands. So you will see the front end of the game be moved around, but once that first pitch is thrown, it's all on the umpires with some consultation with the head groundskeeper. And, last night just got away from them.
3-2 Giants, bottom of the 4th. 1-2 low and outside.
And the field looks pretty good to me today.
Yeah, it looks great.
I got a chance to ask Matt Olson what the result of all that that drying agent on the field is, and he said it just makes the field very powdery, and it makes it harder to read the hops.
2-2, a called third strike. Got him with a sinker. So 1-2, 3, 4th put together by Ray. We're off to the top of the 5th inning. Giants 3, Braves 2.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up on the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Real Braves fans know a reliable outfield is key to winning games. Braves fans also know that when it comes to buying their next new vehicle, they can always rely on Landmark Auto Group. With Georgia's best deals on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and 3 convenient locations in Morrow, Atlanta, and Athens, you're never too far from a Landmark store. Or shop us online at shoplandmarkcars.com. Landmark Auto Group, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Always the best deal, always.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join me, Buck Bellew, with Kelly Kroll from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the resumption of last night's rainout. Braves trailing 3-2 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Still Dylan Dodd on the mound. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, one of the nation's leading and largest cancer programs. Northside is built to beat cancer. Bryce Eldridge leads off for the Giants. This guy's been on a heater lately. He's got his average at .324, takes a called strike. He's already been on base twice in this game, so he has reached base safely in 21 straight games. And the hottest Giant of all lately, 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball weakly out to short. Kim secures, fires over for the out, and 1 down. Well, with the resumption of this game, we mentioned how few people are in the stands, so much so that you could hear Robbie Ray, Giants pitcher, grunting with every single pitch. A game like today would be a heckler's dream.
That's right.
You know they can hear every single word of every single thing you say.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, this, I don't know, when I walked in the stadium today, it felt like I did during the COVID, lockdown.
Good comparison. There's a ball high to Chapman.
The whole upper deck of the stadium today is closed to fans. They just don't want to staff the vending, concession stands and everything. So it just felt like a ghost town up there.
1-0 pitch. There's a ball inside, 2-0. So you got the entire bathroom to yourself out there on the concourse if you need to go out there.
That's handy. Eating a full day of press box food might come into play.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line drive foul down the left field line. 2 balls and a strike on Chapman.
So we played. Well, I was a member of the Baltimore Orioles when there was the riots in Baltimore, and it was unsafe for fans to come to the game. And that game for me is one of the most memorable of my career because of how quiet it was and all the things we could hear that we wouldn't normally hear on any game day.
2-1 fouled back. I bet you could hear every word Gary Thorne was saying.
You're 100% right. Even in the left center field bullpen, you could hear Gary Thorne up there in the TV booth because they did not make the adjustment on the volume of the speakers in the stadium. And so we could hear everything he was saying. We could hear the scoreboard fans humming. The city sounds were so loud.
2-2, and Chapman pops one back our way and out of play.
And it's a strange phenomenon. Today, there's at least a little bit of sound here. But for these players, it's a big adjustment playing in an environment where there's... I guess we've all gotten kind of used to it, anybody that played in 2020. But it's just strange playing in an empty stadium.
1 down, bases empty. Giants leading 3-2 in the top of the 5th. 2-2 popped up into left field. Coming in, Eli White. And makes his way into medium depth left field. Makes the catch 2 down. I remember watching some of that game. And Gary did, if it wasn't a half inning, it was at least a batter or two, where he broadcasted like he was broadcasting a golf major.
Yeah.
It was very quiet, and he was doing the whole golf voice thing, and it was very entertaining. He was such a great broadcaster, and certainly miss hearing him call baseball games. Man, he was so good there in Baltimore. 2 down for Devers. There's a called strike.
Another thing that sticks out to me during that game is my wife was working in cable TV at the time, and she was out in the middle of the riots covering the action. So
no way.
I would take my cell phone to the bullpen with me.
0-1 pitches high, 1-1.
And it was strange because she was working right outside the left center field wall where I was sitting in the bullpen. And I had my cell phone in case there was an emergency. I don't know what I was going to do, go out there in uniform and fight for her life or something. But it was a strange day all around.
Here's a fly ball hit well to right field. Mike Yastrzemski going to go back. He's at the track, spins at the wall, and that is gone. Boy, Rafael Devers does it again. He gives the Giants a 4-2 lead on a home run, his 10th of the year. But this is his 36th career game versus the Braves, and that's his 11th career homer versus Atlanta. He has been a nightmare on Braves pitchers. 39 RBIs in 36 career games against the Braves for Devers.
And that's our first hit of the resumed game today. And, we played almost 2.5 innings here yesterday. Just an 8.5, 7 hits. That's how hard it is to pitch in that rain. It was a wild one last night.
2 down for Jung-Hoo Lee, and he crushes one deep down the right field line towards the chop house, and that's out of here. On consecutive swings, the Giants get 2 very different styles of homers. The one off the bat of Devers, a majestic shot over the right center field wall. This one was a missile out there to the chop house. And for Lee, it's his 5th homer of the year, and it's now 5-2 Giants after the back-to-back homers.
Yeah, sinker, middle up, middle in. Lee just bails out, smokes it. We say sinker. Dylan Lee likes to throw his sinker up in the zone because it has good ride. Not a terrible pitch, but a better swing.
Willie Adames swings and hits it high in the air to shallow left. Shortstop Ha-Sung Kim calls everyone off, makes the catch, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. But 2 homers for the Giants as Devers and Lee take Dylan Dodd deep on consecutive swings. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 San Francisco.
Want to hear a sound that's music to your ears? It's this one.
You're a winner!
Because that means you're an instant winner in the Cash 4 444 promotion. For 44 days, 444 Cash 4 players will win $444 right on the spot. Just listen for this prize alert when your ticket prints from the terminal.
You're a winner!
Or look for the prize alert on your ticket to see if you've won. There are 444 winners through June 30th. So play Cash 4 to instantly win an extra $444. Only from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
The walk-off home run. The buzzer beater, the photo finish, that feeling when everything lines up and you get what you need just when you need it. It feels unbelievable in sports, but when it comes to your finances, it makes you feel unstoppable. Visit Truist.com today to see how having the tools you need and a great team by your side can help you take your game to the next level. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
It's still the greatest form of advertising, word of mouth. If we could bottle it and sell it, we'd be rich. But we can't. That's what keeps it honest. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons. From garage doors to entry doors to windows, for every opening of your home, we've got you covered. Talk to your neighbors. Chances are we've worked on their home. They'll tell you all about their 5-star experience with All Four Seasons. When trust matters, trust us. All, the number 4, seasonsgarages.com.
Braves Vision is your new TV home of the Atlanta Braves. Stream live or on the go with a Braves.TV subscription. Start your free trial at Braves.TV.
This is Barrett Salee. Your phone calls are always welcome during the 680 wrap-up after every Braves game on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Giants 5, Braves 2 into the bottom of the 5th inning. Ha-Sung Kim leads off. 9-1-2 in the Braves order, trying to get things going versus Robbie Ray. First pitch misses low to Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Shade covers the field momentarily. Sun trying to fight its way through, as we've had intermittent shade all day with these passing clouds. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Kim takes a pitch that just missed. Was that Ray?
No, that was Jordan Baker.
Oh, it was Jordan Baker. Okay. I thought it was Ray Bar. I thought he was upset at the call. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a ball high. 3 balls and no strikes.
You could let Jordan Baker do your pitch-by-pitch calling and just fill in the gaps.
I could. I mean, between, when the pitch is coming because you can hear Ray grunt. Here you go right here.
Perfect.
So our listener knew when the pitch was coming, exactly the result.
Give me a cold beverage. Let's just kick back.
It's a 3-1 count. Let's see if they tell us what happens. Strike 2. This is great. You got a very loud pitcher and an audible umpire. They will let you know, and with so few people here, we can hear everything happening on the field. 5-2 Giants, bottom of the 5th inning. Ha-Sung Kim leading it off. Waiting on the 3-2 pitch as Ray tries to battle back. Swung on, miss for strike 3. Fastball 93. Thought he had ball 4 a few pitches back. But Ray battles back and picks up his 4th strikeout. Folks, you ever wonder what a home run tastes like? It's a little peppery, it's a little tangy, it's a lot like the original Louisiana hot sauce. The official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, it's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Drake Baldwin hit a homer last night, is grounded out to second base today. Left-on-left matchup, and Baldwin takes a strike on the outside corner. What we saw Baldwin do last night, I'm sure for a lot of listeners, it reminded them of what Ronald Acuna did last year after he came back from the IL. One pitch swung on and missed by Baldwin. Of course, Ronald had been out with the knee injury and coming back, and on his first swing hit one about 2 miles over the left field wall. And then Baldwin had missed the last month. And his very first swing last night, he hit one to dead center over the waterfall, 473 feet. 0-2 pitch. Drake swings and misses at a slider away for strike 3. But both moments that were so similar, very electric, and so much fun to see Drake do that last night.
Yeah, we know he can hit home runs. We know he's got power, but I don't think we've seen anything close to that distance. I mean, he flushed that ball. I'm sure if you ask him, he's going to say that's probably the best ball I've ever hit. 473 feet, the longest home run in the major leagues this season.
Been so beautiful. I mean, straightaway center field. 2 down for Eli White. Ball outside Eli, 1 ball and no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Light breeze swirling around in the ballpark. 1-0 to Eli. Low and inside with a curveball. I'll tell you who's got a good view for the game today is the construction workers across the street working on that high-rise out there.
There are construction workers on the very top floor, about 15 floors up.
Productivity is going to be low today.
Pouring a little cement and then kind of looking over the shoulder, seeing what's happening on the field. There's the 2-0 pitch. That'll be fouled back. You know what they ought to have up there is a radio.
There you go.
And maybe they do. Maybe they can wave at us in case they can hear my voice right now, because we can see them up there working, pouring a bunch of concrete way up there in the sky. I mean, that's even higher than the video board here in center field. 2-1 pitch. Ball high, 3 balls and a strike.
Now, do you think you could do that job up there, working at that height?
Ooh, man. That's up there, brother. Eli takes the ball high, so there's a 2-out walk. I never had to pour any concrete. I poured a driveway one time, and I did sheetrock for 4 years, I believe it was.
I love your sheetrock stories.
But working on a building like that, I mean, they're way up there pouring concrete. That's another level.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one.
Anything higher than maybe 3 floors, I'm going to have to pass. And I'm not afraid of heights. It's just working at that height. I'd drop something or fall myself. There's a swing and a miss by Olson, 0-1. Five-2 Giants, bottom of the 5th inning. Runner at first, 2 down. Need a spark. Ray throws over there to first base, and Eli White back in standing. If they need me to go over there and do some mudding or something, I can do that. I can mud some sheetrock, and I can hang that stuff.
I got a little something at the house I get you to take a look at.
You gotta, if we have a lockout next year, I might take you up on it. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Matt Olson takes a ball outside. Olson 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. Home run here would get the Braves right back in it. Trailing by 3 runs. 1-1 low and outside, 2 balls and a strike.
We mentioned Robbie Ray has been struggling with the home run ball. The only lefty that has hit him this year for a home run, James Wood, for the Nats. Pretty good left-handed hitter as well.
Yeah, he can take everybody deep. 2-1 pitch. Low and away, 3 balls and a strike. Reynaldo Lopez up and tossing in the Braves bullpen now. As we're in the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 Giants. Giants had a 3-2 lead when we were rained out last night. And they've added on to that lead with 2 runs on the top of this inning. 3-1 high in the air to deep center. Got a shot. Gilbert drifting to the track at the wall, makes the catch. Hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. Just couldn't quite get it out there far enough. And the out is made, and that ends the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 5-2 Giants.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
For $5, get a sausage McMuffin with egg, extra value meal, complete with a sausage McMuffin with egg, small premium roast coffee, and hash browns. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Ben Ingram here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles are in a place on their front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. They have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision. And now for the ball game.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You've got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road. It's stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
Hey, Braves fans, I've got the perfect way to jam more baseball knowledge into your workday. Make it a habit to join Nick Cellini and me, Chris Domino, weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and, of course, the Fan app.
Well, we're on to the top of the sixth. Giants still leading at 5-2. Dylan Dodd is finished after 2 innings pitched. Just 2 hits. Unfortunately, those 2 hits were solo home runs by the Giants last inning. On to relieve him, right-hander Ronaldo Lopez, the 32-year-old, pitching for the 17th time this season.
Pitch misses to Casey Schmidt. So the Braves have used Holmes, Karinchak, Dodd, and now Lopez on the mound. And like we told you on the outset, this is going to be a bullpen game for the Braves, given what happened last night with the rain. 1-0 to Schmidt. He'll pop it up towards foul territory. That'll reach the seats down the first base line.
Yeah, Lopez has been struggling a little bit recently. Only pitched once on that road trip. It was a scoreless inning with a couple walks. You'd love to see him settle in here today and help out the rest of this bullpen by eating up 3 or 4 innings, keeping the game scoreless, giving the Braves a chance.
1-1, hard hit ground ball through the left side past a diving Austin Riley. Base hit in the left field, leadoff single by Schmidt. Giants leading 5-2. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Runner at first, no one out for Drew Gilbert. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. He's also scored a run. Gilbert takes a ball outside. These Giants come into this series with a record of 29-43. As all season, their engine has just been sputtering and coughing along. Good lineup, good hitters in there, but they've struggled on the mound. They have a 5-2 lead today. 1-0 pitch, nibbling for the corner, found it with a slider. Last night we were telling you about their first-year manager, Tony Vitello, 47 years old. Son of a high school coach. His dad, a longtime coach at the high school level, coaching soccer and baseball and winning state championships in both. Runner goes, pitches a ball. Throw down to second, it's off the mark. It's a stolen base by Casey Schmidt. This is a Giants team that's dead last in the big leagues in stolen bases, but they have one here.
Stolen base.
For Casey Schmidt, that is his 7th steal in 8 attempts. He leads their team. He and Luis Arraez are the only active members of the roster with more than 4 steals. So 2-1 on Drew Gilbert. Offering on the way. There's a ball outside. It's a Giant team that doesn't run much, but that's the scouting report on Lopez, isn't it?
It sure is. And Ronaldo is very deliberate to the plate. He's allowed 3 more stolen bases this year than the average pitcher would allow. So he's just glacial getting the ball to Drake Baldwin.
There's a called strike. Got a fastball over.
So guys that normally wouldn't run, as soon as they see Lopez on the mound, they're going to get their spikes laced up tight and get ready to go.
Time called by Gilbert. If he were to be better at that, what would he need to work on? What specific element of the delivery would need to be quicker?
It's his leg lift. He's going to have to be more comfortable using a slide step. So you're just transferring a little weight to your back half and then going forward instead of the big leg lift.
3-2 pitch. Shocked out towards first. Caught by Olsen on the line drive. Drew Gilbert very frustrated, walking back to the dugout. That was a nice play by Matt, going to his left. That was about a knee-high stab at that liner.
Yeah, slide stepping is great, right? You don't have to be fast every pitch. You have to be fast some pitches so the hitters don't know, or the runners don't know when that's going to come. Because if you run on a slide step, you're likely going to get thrown out.
Daniel Susac swings and misses at a slider.
Especially if you're not a blazing fast runner. Jorge Mateo.
Five-2 Giants, top of the 6th. Runner at second, 1 out. 0-1 pitch and a fly ball towards right center field. Under it, Mauricio Dubon. Now he'll be caught off by Mike Yastrzemski. Mike's got it, holding at second base, Casey Schmidt, and 2 down. Folks, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. 2 down, back to the top of the order to Luis Arraez. Lots of day baseball around Major League Baseball today. Phillies are trailing the Marlins 10-4 in the 6th inning. That game in Philadelphia. Keep an eye on that one. Here's the pitch on the way to Luis Arraez. First pitch misses low. The Mets leading the Reds 9-1. That game's in the top of the 9th. And the Nationals are trailing 6-2 to the Royals at home as that game's in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-2 our score here. 1-0 pulled foul on the right field line. Just about took out Shane Robinson, the first base coach of the Giants. Gary Pettis on the other side of the diamond, their third base coach. One pitch. Swung on, missed. 1-2 on Luis Arraez, batting .323. One-two pitch. Missed outside 2-2. Luis Arraez is the only player in Major League history to win 3 consecutive batting titles with 3 different teams. It's hard to imagine that ever happening again. Did it with the Twins in 22, the Marlins in 23, and the Padres in 24. 2-2 pitches of the dirt, 3-2. In fact, in 2024, he became the 3rd Padre to win a batting title, joining, of course, Tony Gwynn, did it 8 times, and Gary Sheffield in 1992. 3-2 on Luis Arraez. Lopez kicks and fires. 3-2, swung on at a fly ball to right field. Mike Yastrzemski drifting to his left. He's under it, and that parachutes down into his glove for the out. So a leadoff single, nothing beyond that. We're off to the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 Giants.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
The sweet taste of summer is back, and it starts with real sweet Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms. Just like baseball, Vidalia onions are an all-American tradition grown only in South Georgia. From backyard cookouts to 5-star meals, real sweet Vidalias are sweet enough to enjoy raw and versatile enough for just about every dish. And with one onion, that does it all. You're getting real value in every bite. Schumann Farms Real Sweet Vidalia onions in stores now through Labor Day. Make every day real sweet with Schumann Farms.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning, was online in minutes, then they showed up.
So they just came over to use the Wi-Fi? For what?
Better not to know.
Get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Plus, lock in your price for 5 years and see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Tune in every weekday morning at 7:45 for Atlanta Braves Today. And listen for your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Got to get the bats going. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Braves trailing 5-2. They've not collected a hit since we resumed the action after last night's postponement. Ozzie Albies leads off, and he swings and fouls it back. This is the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And if the Braves hit a homer here in the bottom of the 6th inning, our contestant Fred Holtz in Lawrenceville, Georgia, will win $2,500. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery today could be the day. So pulling for Fred Holtz in Lawrenceville. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And Ozzie lines it out to second. Caught chest high by Luis Arraez. One down in the 6th inning for Dominic Smith.
Yeah, we mentioned Ray's been struggling here recently. In his last 6 games started, opponents hitting .309 against him, including 6 home runs. So the Braves going to have to get to him if they want to win this game. They do have some talented arms in that bullpen, although they have struggled.
Ray up to 67 pitches, 38 strikes. Lefty goes back to work. Dominic Smith takes the first pitch strike. Yeah, the Braves have had no success at all versus Ray. Just a couple of walks. He has 5 strikeouts. A 1 to Smith. It missed outside. Ball to strike on Dominic. Giants scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more in the fifth. Braves scored their 2 runs in the first inning. 1-1 pitch. Dominic takes a called strike. Good breeze across the outfield out of right center, blowing right at the left field foul pole. As the breeze lifts those flags out there in right center. Brilliant sunshine beating down on the field. Robbie Ray's 1-2. And he gets a huge swing and a miss for strike 3. That curveball came in there, did its job. Strikeout number 6 for Ray.
Yeah, that breeze you mentioned, just another reason why we're sitting in this booth and those crazy folks are standing on top of that skyscraper pouring concrete. I mean, those flags are pretty well starched. I don't think I'd want to be on top of something tall right now.
I'd guess they're about 16, 17 floors up. Doing the construction on top of that building out beyond center field. There's a ball low and outside. I have been that high up at a construction site one time, and to your point, it didn't seem like a very breezy day. It was a day similar to this. When I got up there, it's like I was standing on top of a mountain. Like I felt like the wind was 50 miles an hour. I was like, I got to get out of here. 1-0 pitch. Comebacker knocks the glove off of Ray. Without a glove, he picks it up and lobs over to first base for the out. I mean, everything going Robbie Ray's way right now. That line drive went right into his glove and knocked the glove off. And then he picked it up right behind the mound, got the out. So he can do no wrong. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 5-2 Giants.
At Emory Healthcare, there's a whole team of people devoted to medicine that envisions the future. So you can do the same. When doubt surrounds your picture of tomorrow, hope from others can light the way forward. The power of second chances is here every day, but its beauty shines brightest when you bring it home. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of...
Let's go Braves!
Summer is back, Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
This is Kelly Kroll. Your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets happens during Atlanta Braves Today, weekday mornings starting at 7:45 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Into the top of the 7th inning here in Atlanta, 5-2 Giants. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Reynaldo Lopez out there on the mound for the Braves. Fires in a first pitch strike to Bryce Eldridge. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Giants. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Braves. Eldridge has been on twice. Takes a ball over there, 1 ball and 1 strike. We're telling you about Tony Vitello, manager of the Giants, as he was given the reins there as the field general for the Giants in the offseason, coming up from the University of Tennessee. A 1 pitch sent foul that'll find the seats along the third baseline. Interesting story on Vitello. He never played pro ball, and he went into college coaching in
earned a reputation as a recruiting guru. In fact, he recruited the likes of Ian Kinsler and Max Scherzer to Missouri. 1-2 pitch, a little bit low and outside, and bounced around some really good programs, TCU, Arkansas, and others, and then landed as the head coach in Knoxville of the Volunteers and won the national championship 2 years ago. And a very successful college coach, Tutu Senfao. And I think it came to a lot of folks' surprise around Major League Baseball when they tabbed him as the next manager of the Giants. He became the first coach in baseball history to transition directly from being the head coach of a college program to managing a major league team without any prior professional coaching experience. There's a ball low, 3-2. And you can see the success that he had at every level, and you can understand the excitement for the Giants to make that transition, put him as their major league manager. There's the 3-2 pitch. Eldridge pulls it out to first and foul. Good sliding style. It's a fair ball. Olsen's got it, tosses the bag, and that's in time for the out. That's a brilliant play by Matt. I mean, that was right on the line. He slid across the foul line and gloved it. And from foul ground, Lopez is there at the bag as Matt Olsen gave him that feed from foul territory for the out.
Yeah, beautifully done. And that's when we both thought it was foul. And he very easily could have fallen in that same trap, too, that it's a foul ball, I don't need to catch it. But that was a spectacular play to save a leadoff double there.
That's why he's got a shelf full of gold gloves. Matt Olsen over at first base. But finishing the thought, I think it still came with a lot of surprise that the Giants would go that direction and hand the reins over to Tony Vitello.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk of his hiring this offseason amongst, fixtures in baseball. And my thought about it is, he better be an extraordinary leader of men. He's got to get these highly paid professionals, most of them are divas, to believe in him and his way of managing a team. And we'll see how that goes.
Matt Chapman with a ground ball to the left side. Diving stop by Riley. He's on it. Pops up. Sends it over. What a play. That is nice. A diving stop to smother it and quickly had to get to his feet and send it across the diamond. And Austin with a dazzling play for out number 2.
Yeah, back-to-back great plays. Be very easy. Warm afternoon game. You got a bunch of innings to play today to just take it easy, but that's a really good effort, really good skill on that play by Austin Riley.
Yeah, 2 defensive gems by Olsen and Riley. 2 down for Rafael Devers. 5-2 Giants, top of the 7th. First pitch misses. In between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch. And that's brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance is stepping up at the plate to help Warriors navigate to success after military service. Visit thewarrioralliance.org to learn more. Devers takes a called strike.
Going back to Vitello, too, something I encountered. I played college baseball. I liked it so much. I played 4 years. But you meet a lot of guys who never played college baseball and actually look down on that experience. They got drafted straight out of high school.
1-1 is outside. Really?
And they see the theatrics, the jumping around, which, in my opinion, it's gotten a little crazy now. But all the guys leaving the dugout to high-five their teammate on a home run, they make fun of it. So there's already that prejudice against the college game.
2-1 to Devers finds its mark. 2-2.
And again, that's only the guys that got drafted straight out of high school. I never heard it from somebody that actually went to a 4-year college that they didn't have fun doing it. So that's something else working against Vitello.
Lopez is 2-2, and he struck him out. Fastball 96 on the top rung of the ladder, and it's a 1-2-3 7th by Reynaldo Lopez. We're off to the bottom of the inning. It's a 5-2 lead for the Giants.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Super Paint, Super Deck, and Woodscapes products June 12th through the 22nd. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
When it's your money, your business, or your home, you deserve a partner who sees and hears you. A partner who is by your side every step of the way. That's Ameris Bank. It's a commitment we're proud to make, and one we back up by providing financial solutions to empower you. Because at the end of the day, we are dedicated advocates for you. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Want to hear a sound that's music to your ears? It's this one.
You're a winner!
Because that means you're an instant winner in the Cash 4 444 promotion. For 44 days, 444 Cash 4 players will win $444 right on the spot. Just listen for this prize alert when your ticket prints from the terminal.
You're a winner!
Or look for the prize alert on your ticket to see if you've won. There are 444 winners through June 30th. So play Cash 4 to instantly win an extra $444. Only from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, the official hotel partner of the Atlanta Braves, steps from Truist Park. Book now and take advantage of available rates and offers at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Dodge the Atlanta traffic every weekday afternoon by using your smartphone and locking the radio home of the Braves from 2 to 6 by using the Fan app.
Austin Riley leads off with the Braves in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 5-2. The first pitch to Riley, just a little bit high from Robbie Ray. He's been great. Ray has been out there since they said play ball for the second time. And he is not allowed a hit yet. He's faced just 2 over the minimum, 2 walks. Outside of that, he has put up a dazzling line. 1-0 pitch on the way to Riley. Drifted inside with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. Trailing by 3 runs, got to find a way to put a dent in his line. We'll wrap up this game, and then game 2 of this series will take place tonight at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Riley takes a called strike. Good to see some sunshine today. Hopefully we have a bunch of it tomorrow and a clear evening tomorrow night, but we've got our fingers crossed for that. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Riley smokes it down the left field line. This is going to reach the wall. That 2 hops to the base of the left field wall, and this will be 2 bags out of Riley. He's got to be feeling good. Had that great defensive play in the top of the inning, and that time he scalds one down the left field line all the way to the wall. A great start here in the 7th.
Yeah, really nice swing there. Hitting the ball hard, the pole side. The ball ricocheted off the bullpen gate out there and took a very dead bounce. So that's an easy double for Austin, who does a great job of hustling out of the box.
He's at second for Mike Yastrzemski. And the bottom of the order trying to make some racket here in the 7th. Yaz takes the ball low and outside. Got an ABS challenge here. Daniel Susac thought that was a strike. And the verdict on the ABS tells us that is a strike. Just shave the zone. I mean, about a 20th of that baseball clipped the zone. Barely hit the strike zone. So 0-1 on Yastrzemski. A 1 pitch. Low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Trying to get these guys at the bottom of the order to set the table and set it up for the top of the order. Ha-Sung Kim is on deck. Been an 0-for-2 day for Yastrzemski, and he'll send it foul into the seats down the left field line. Tough assignment for Yaz. I mean, you start the game thinking you'll face Adrian Hauser, the right-hander. And then after last night's rain, we resumed today, and he's getting a heavy dose of the southpaw. Robbie Ray's 1-2. Yaz tipped that foul into the mid of Susac. I believe that hit the dirt, and it did. Do it again with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, part of Yaz's success in May was swinging less, right? Being more selective at the plate. And here today against tough lefty Robbie Ray, he's got 2 looking strikeouts. So Ray using that strike zone discipline against Yaz and making the ball come in the back door for those looking Ks.
5-2 Giants, bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch, and he tries to golf that curveball, missed every stitch of it. And strikes out for the 3rd time today, 1 down in the 7th. Folks, the average baseball game has 9 innings, and that means 9 chances to put the original Louisiana hot sauce on all your favorite ballpark eats. They're all tastier with the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Playing 2 games today, we'll go through our fair share of Louisiana hot sauce in between games.
One out for Ha-Seong Kim. And Kim hits a fly ball to shallow left. Casey Schmidt sizing it up, wearing the sunglasses, makes the catch. 2 away in the 7th inning. Kim now 1 for his last 28. He's not been able to buy a hit. Go back to the top of the order to Drake Baldwin.
Got some bluebirds here today. Wouldn't be able to hear them, just a select few. It's okay to express your frustration with the players, but I guarantee Ha-Seong's even more frustrated than you are.
Definitely. Visit the mound by catcher Daniel Susac. Be nice to pick up at least 1 run. Got that leadoff double. Got to find a way to score at least 1 run. Trailing 5-2. It was a 3-2 lead for the Giants when we resumed action for the bottom of the 2nd. And the only scoring we have seen, the 2 runs in the 5th inning by San Francisco. They had back-to-back homers on consecutive pitches by Devers and Lee. It was Devers' 10th homer. It was Lee's 4th. And they lead it 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bat in the hands of Drake Baldwin. Left on left. First pitch on the way from Ray. And he takes a ball low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, I think that meeting was about strategy. How do you want to attack Drake Baldwin? How aggressive do you want to be? Because instead of Michael Harris second on deck, you got Eli White standing over there taking some practice swings. So I think Susac just wanted to get on the same page as Ray.
1-0 pitch, swung on and missed, which really says something about Drake Baldwin because this is the left-on-left matchup.
Yep. But Drake is so good. He's such a mutant. He's better against lefties than righties, and he's got power from doesn't matter what hand you're throwing with out there.
Yeah, his splits are heavily tilted towards facing left-handers. 1-1 outside. Entering the action, he's batting .342 against lefties and .278 against righties.
It's unheard of.
7 homers from the left side and 6 from left-handed pitchers, 6 against righties. 2-1 low and outside, 3-1.
And if you said that about Luis Arraez, I would believe it. That would fit him more. Just that very short contact swing. But Drake Baldwin, I mean, he's swinging the bat very fast and swinging hard, and the hand-eye coordination is just off the charts good.
3-1 pitch. Baldwin swings and misses over the top of a curveball. Probably would have been a ball. He's slugging .658 against lefties, .470 against righties. And you mentioned that hand-eye coordination. I have to believe a lot of that comes from his hockey days.
I'd believe it.
Just a gifted athlete for sure. 3-2 pitch, and he swings and misses at a curveball. So Ray strikes him out, and the Braves leave Riley stranded at second after he led off the inning with a double. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 5-2 Giants.
It came from outer space.
No, it came from Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
The taste is out of this world.
Well, the taste is, but they're from Atlanta and now at Truist Park.
They are burgers you could die for.
But please don't. You can find Grindhouse Killer Burgers at Truist Park in the Outfield Market, sections 315 and 335. And now in the West End by The Works, or at one of the other 5 Atlanta and Athens locations. You can even book our food truck to bring Grindhouse to your next event. Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
Live fast.
Eat well.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Save time during your workday commute when you rely on your smartphone. Get real-time traffic reports from the app of your choice while you listen to the radio home of the Braves, only on the Fan app.
Giants 5, Braves 2 as we head into the top of the 8th inning. Braves get a couple strong innings out of Ronaldo Lopez. Surely a good sight for Walt Weiss. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. On to relieve him, the young right-hander, Anthony Molina. 4 years old. He's pitched in just 2 games at the Major League level this season, totaling 3 innings pitched with 2 strikeouts. Down there in AAA Gwinnett, he did make 11 appearances to go, 7 of those being starts.
First pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee and a fly ball towards center field. Mauricio Dubon ranging towards left center there for the out. And 1 away here in the 8th inning. So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. But if Anthony Molina had struck out the side consecutively, our contestant, Christian Gibson, would have been the winner of a brand new Yanmar ZTR. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar ZTR to be entered for a grand prize tractor drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. Here is Willie Adames with 1 down. First pitch from Molina. Ball low and outside. 24 years old, out of Venezuela. (1-0) to Adames. Called strike, 1-1.
Yeah, that fastball from Molina, 98. It's good to see. Until that pitch, the hardest fastball we had in this game was 95.5, which is crazy. That's the league average fastball these days.
1-1, chase it, a miss, at a slider low and outside.
You saw you have a bunch of guys, very good pitchers, just not throwing as hard as the game throws on average now. And Molina coming in here with a good heater.
Looking for the strikeout of Adames, who's 0 for 3. Right on right matchup. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. You know, this is a good opportunity for Molina because he's been in the big leagues a handful of times prior. He pitched for 2 seasons in 24 and 25, but that was with the Rockies. And in 24, he had a 6.79 ERA, 25, a 7.27 ERA. There's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Willie Adames. And Adames strikes it hard to deep center field. Sprinting back Dubon. He goes to the track, shy of the wall. He's going to see that go over his head and into the falls. And it's a home run for Adames. He was setting up like he might try to climb the wall and go for it, but then realized he better stay grounded. Had no shot of reaching that. And the homer by Adames is his 12th of the year. And it's now a 6-2 lead for the Giants.
Yeah, it wasn't McCovey Cove, but that was a splashdown hit that landed right in the collecting pool at the bottom of the waterfall in center field here at Truist Park.
3rd homer by the Giants of the game. All 3 have been solo shots. Devers, Lee, and Adames, all with home runs. There's Casey Schmidt. There's a call strike. What I was going to say was for Molina, if he gets a handful of opportunities with the Braves and looks good, you could understand him saying, okay, I'm glad to be pitching at sea level now, or at least compared to what he saw in Denver. There's a liner up the middle and a leaping stab by Ozzie Albies. 2 down by Casey Schmidt.
Yeah, that would be a welcome development if Molina could become a part of this bullpen. Braves have done a lot of things well in the minor leagues, but they've really struggled to develop relievers in the past few years. Just not too many guys coming out of those minor leagues that have had a huge impact at the end of the game. So it'd be great to see if Molina changes scenery, does that for him.
Yeah, anytime a pitcher can change scenery from Denver, it's typically better. There's a called strike on Drew Gilbert.
And that's a formula Braves have used. Pierce Johnson, Tyler Kinley.
Yeah.
Hopefully add Molina to that list.
Gilbert takes a ball low, 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Giants. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Braves. One send foul over the Giants dugout down the third baseline. Hey, Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Ball and 2 strikes on Drew Gilbert. And Molina looking for 1 more out. Get through the top of the 8th inning. Braves have 2, 3, 4 coming up in the bottom of the inning.
1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Braves have been so good this season at series openers at home. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just missed a little bit low and outside, 3-2. If they cannot win this game, then this will be just the second time all year they have lost game 1 of a series at home. They've gone 10-1 in those games. 3-2 and a weak ground ball to first base. Olson's got it. Underhand feed to the bag. Molina wins the race versus Gilbert. That ends the top of the 8th, but a homer by Adames extends the lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 6-2 Giants.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit. With select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you could trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor. Call AquaGuard, a groundworks company. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space.
Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Your smart speaker could help make the workday fly by or keep you company before the Braves take the field. Tell your smart speaker, play 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 8th inning, it's still Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. He has a 6-2 lead, goes to work on Eli White, and there's a called strike. We have a defensive change now for the Giants. Jonah Cox has entered the game in center field. Drew Gilbert has moved from center field to left field, and Casey Schmidt is out of there. So they got Gilbert, Cox, and Lee left to right in the outfield. All right, 0-1 pitch on the way to Eli and a ground ball to shortstop. Willie Adames is up with it, throws over to first base in time for the out, and the 6-3 putout starts the bottom of the 8th inning. Boy, Robbie Ray out there for another inning, and why not if you're the Giants?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. He's been absolutely dominant. 6 1/3 now, 8 strikeouts. He's looking at his best start of the season. He did have one scoreless start of 6 2/3 in April against the Phillies, but since then it's been tough sledding for him.
One out for Matt Olson. There's a ball outside. This kind of works, and it's a little bit different, but in a way, like what we've seen many times this season, where teams will use openers versus the Braves, and then that next pitcher, the bulk guy, comes in and has pitched well. There's a ball low. Now, that's apples to oranges because that wasn't the plan for the Giants, and last night the rain washed away Adrian Hauser after an inning, and then we resumed this game the next day, and taking over there in the second inning is Ray, and he's been terrific. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Olson slugs it to the right side. Base hit. Turned on a curveball. Pass to diving Rafael Devers at first base, lunging to his right. And Olson's on for the second time of the game. But what I'm getting at is it's something we've seen against the Braves where you get the opener, you see a pitcher for 3 to 6 batters, and then here comes somebody else, and that guy experiencing success.
Yeah, well, looks like we have a visit here to the mound.
Here comes Tony Vitello.
Huh.
That's going to be it for Ray. So they had a lefty tossing. And they had
actually, a lefty and a righty tossing. They're going to bring in the right-hander.
San Francisco is number 66, Dylan Smith.
This will be Dylan Smith, the right-hander. So we'll be telling you more about him when we come back. That'll be it for Ray. He was very good. Giants make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home and business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. 6-2 Giants in the bottom of the 8th.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Hello, I'm a Phantom tire buyer with a secret identity.
Of course you are.
As a Tire Discounters super fan, I've been talking to customers in the parking lot. And I may not have been doing my job in spreading the good news.
Oh, like customers getting a free alignment when they buy 4 tires?
Well, everyone knows that.
Okay.
But by focusing on alignment, I have neglected oil changes, brakes, shocks, and...
Hey, you can't do everything, Phantom.
Why not? Tire Discounters does.
Racetrack knows ATL moves fast. You can feel it, especially on Braves game days. So make a stop that counts. All beef hot dogs, Swirl World frozen yogurt with endless toppings, a freeze blast to cool off. All your faves whenever you need them. The Braves bring the energy. Racetrack keeps it going. Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Jeff Francoeur only appears on one radio station in Atlanta. Get the latest on the Braves and the biggest MLB headlines every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
That's the bottom of the 8th. Braves trying to put a dent in the 6-2 lead that the Giants possess. Matt Olson single chases not the Giants starter, Giants bulk pitcher Robbie Ray. He was really good. 6 1/3, 2 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. On to pitch, right-hander Dylan Smith. He's only pitched in 6 games this season, but he has been scoreless through those 6. Been very good.
Climbing in Ozzie Albies. He swings around to the other side of the plate, batting from the left side. And the first pitch to Ozzie, over for a called strike. Dylan Smith, 26 years old. He's from Stafford, Texas, and out of the University of Alabama. 0-1 pitch, and Ozzie sends it in the air to left field. Coming in now, Drew Gilbert over towards the line, gallops to it, makes the catch, and slows his momentum in foul territory. That's a really impressive play by Drew Gilbert, especially for a visiting player who isn't all that familiar with the lay of the land here. Crossed the foul line, made the catch, and knew exactly where that sidewall was. 2 down to the 8th.
And a defensive substitution that pays off pretty quickly. I don't imagine Casey Schmidt's going to make that play. Drew Gilbert started the game in center field and is very quick. So good work on the Tony Vitello.
2 down for Dominic Smith. Dominic takes the first pitch strike. I don't think Drew Gilbert had a problem winning the battle with the sun. He's wearing some sunglasses that look like the windshield on a Buick. Those things are huge. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Dominic Smith. Called strike. Dominic doesn't like that. Just shakes his head. Nothing in 2. Both teams still have both ABS challenges left. 6-2 Giants, bottom of the 8th. Big lead at first base. Olson on the move. Pitch on the way. Line shot. Past a lunging Luis Arraez at a base hit in the right field. Olson goes first to third on the base hit by Dominic Smith. Matt was a long way from first. Devers wasn't holding him on. And an easy first to third for Matt Olson on the base hit. Now you get the right guy coming to the plate, Mauricio Dubon, with all the great moments he's had with men in scoring position this season.
I mentioned Dylan Smith. He only pitched in 6 games, but lefties were 0 for 9 off him with 5 strikeouts before that Dominic Smith single.
Dominic, big smile over there at first base, held by Rafael Devers. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Braves running out of opportunities. Need a strike right here. And Dubon sees that one bounce in front of the plate. Nice catch by Daniel Susac. About a 58-footer that bounced in front of the plate. 1-0. You can get Dubon on. The tying run comes to the plate, and Austin Riley. Trailing 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out towards left center field. Coming over now is the center fielder, Cox, and he runs it down. Just hung in the air too long. Off the bat, it looked like it might lay down, but Cox able to make up the ground and make the squeeze. That ends the bottom of the 8th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We're off to the 9th inning. 6-2 Giants.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Krall, from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Braves and Giants into the top of the 9th inning. 9-1-2 coming up for San Francisco. Still Molina on the mound for the Braves. We knew the Braves would go with the bullpen game in the resumption of this game, and since Holmes, it's gone Karinchak, Dodd, Lopez, and Molina. Daniel Susac takes a called strike. Trailing 6-2 in the top of the 9th. Pulled foul on the third base line. Braves have gone 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. And they have stranded 7 to this point. Not had that game-changing hit along the way at any point. And the best moment for the Braves in this game was the first swing by Drake Baldwin in the first inning last night before the rains washed us away. 2 to Susac, out to third. Nice stab on one swift bounce by Riley. Over to first base for the out. He didn't have to dive for it, but kind of went down to a half squat as he played that swift one hop in front of him. Good brand of third base by Austin Riley today.
Yeah, we've seen some really nice infield defense here. A couple times by Riley, one outstanding play by Olsen. Giants had a couple nice plays last inning.
Called strike on Luis Arraez. He wasn't even engaged. He was just standing there in the box. That fastball is 97 from Molina. One pitch, missed the outside corner, 1-1. What was it we were talking about before the game last night about the nickname for Arraez? La Regadera? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
The sprinkler?
The sprinkler, right? Because he sprays balls everywhere.
There's ball low and outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, the memory of an elephant.
Sometimes. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast, but I can tell you I remember.
You could have given me 100 guesses. I wouldn't have guessed Regadera.
There's ball outside, 3-1.
What'd you say? You can't remember what you had for breakfast?
Okay, I got it now. I got it. Yeah, I got it now. But it wasn't right there in the front of my mind. Like, what was that? This morning or yesterday? Here's a 3-1 pitch. There's a call strike. It's pretty easy to remember. I mean, I eat about the same thing for breakfast every day.
You do?
Pretty much.
I applaud you for that. Take some discipline.
Best meal of the day, man. 6-2 in favor of the Giants. Here's the 3-2, and a ground ball ramps off the mound off into center field. I was going to make it into center field either way. There's a little bit of mystery in it after it changed directions off the carom of the mound, slightly closer to second, but still out of the reach of Ozzie. Third hit of the game for Arraez.
That's such a unique swing. You know, he doesn't hit the ball all that hard. He does have a couple home runs this year, but he's so short and quick to the ball. He can wait so much longer to make his swing decisions. And you just don't see too many pitches fool him.
Bryce Eldridge takes the ball low. Here's the surprising thing about Arraez for me. I mean, he's such a good contact hitter. We mentioned he's won 3 batting titles, and yet he's played with 4 different teams in the last, 4 or 5 seasons? There's a swing and a miss. He was with Minnesota in 22, Miami in 23 and 24, then went to San Diego. So the Giants, his 4th team in the last 5 years. Pick off of it to first base, back in with a dive Arraez.
Yeah, today's game of baseball doesn't value contact hitting like it used to. You know, he doesn't do anything else particularly well. Not really that fast, not a great defender. So unless you value contact hitting,
1-1 outside.
He might not be your cup of tea, and that's why you see him changing teams so often. But I think it's a valuable skill. I certainly do.
With the right lineup, you got some boppers behind him. You're talking about more 2-run homers and solo shots. Chopper to the right side that bounces over Olson, who is holding the runner. Arraez will go first to third on the single by Eldridge. Took a big chop over Olson. You know it's a big bouncer if it clears Matt. And the single by Bryce Eldridge, 3rd time he's been on base in the game. They're at the corners, 1 down. But back to your point, for Arraez, I mean, they've tried him at first base, second base, third base with various teams, just trying to find the place where they can hide him the best.
Yeah, and you'd love to put him at DH, but that's where you put your defensively compromised slugger, and you're trying to get some power out of that slot. So you mentioned all the changes of scenery, and that makes sense to me.
1 out for Matt Chapman. Giants leading by 4 runs. Only 1 down. Molina's pitch called strike on the inside corner. Braves in the bottom of the 9th left 7, 8, 9 coming up. That's Riley, Yastrzemski, and Kim. One check swing in between the mound and first, and he throws to second and bounces the throw and gets the out. That was almost a disaster. Molina comes off the mound to glove it about a third of the way between the mound and first base, and then has an awkward spin and an off-balance throw to second to get that middle runner in Eldridge. Arraez scores, and that makes it a 7-2 lead for the Giants and 2 down in the inning.
You make a great pitch to get a tough hitter to weakly tap the ball back to you, and you get so excited you almost throw it into center field. I've been guilty of it before as well.
There's a pop-up towards foul territory. Yeah, it gets tricky when suddenly it's on you and you got to spin and make a throw. Fielder's choice and an RBI for Matt Chapman. That was his 41st RBI of the season and his 2nd of the game. Pitch is fouled back that time by Devers. 0-2. Two from Molina. This is high. Giants have just steadily tacked on run after run. 2 more in the 5th, 1 in the 8th, 1 here in the 9th. And on top 7-2 in the 9th inning. 2 of these runs versus Molina. Time called now by Devers. Devers homered in the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch, and he strikes it high in the air to center. Mauricio Dubon looking up into the bright sunshine, backpedaling, shy of the warning track. He has it. There's the 3rd out, but another run for the Giants, and they will take a comfortable 7-2 lead into the bottom of the 9th.
Your life isn't one size fits all, so why would your bank be? At Truist, you get a caring and knowledgeable team that really understands you. You get real talk about real life, tools that help keep you informed, and a plan that keeps you ready so you're confident no matter what comes your way. And when all that comes together, It makes you feel unstoppable. Get started today at Truist.com. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is located at the center of all the excitement. Whether you are in town for work or pleasure, we can meet all your travel needs. Come experience a unique blend of food, drinks, and entertainment, all located within the Aloft Hotel. Afterwards, wind down in your spacious, vibrant guest room packed with amenities you can't miss out on. Enjoy the Battery Atlanta experience by making the Aloft your home base, where we are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get up to $3,500 customer cash on the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end July 6th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hurry and play Cash for today to instantly win an extra $444. Now through June 30th, only from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Never miss the most unique 20 minutes on Atlanta radio. It's the world-famous crossover. Cellini, Domino, Chuck and me, Matt Chernoff, weekdays at 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and on the Fan app.
Final call for the Braves. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning, trailing the Giants 7-2. It's still Dylan Smith, the right-hander, on the mound for the Giants. And he's facing the bottom of the Braves order. Austin Riley takes the first pitch strike. Giants have used Hauser, obviously the one inning last night until the rains came. Then Ray for 6 1/3 today, and now Smith trying to go an inning and 2/3 to get him across the finish line. 0-1 popped up towards the Braves dugout. That'll reach the seats. And it becomes a souvenir down in the fifth row. Riley 1 for 3 with a double. Led off the seventh inning with a double, and unfortunately was left right there when the inning ended. Smith's 0-2 pitch. Riley swings and tips it in and out of the mid of Daniel Susac. Still 0-2. Braves have scored 2 runs in the game. They came back in the first inning. RBIs from Baldwin and Dubon, and nothing since then as they have been sealed off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Smith spins it. Riley swings and misses it, a sweeper, 1 down.
Well, it says the Giants acquired Dylan Smith from the Tigers on March 30th for cash considerations, and I mentioned he's scoreless this season. A lot of strikeouts. And it looks like he's got pretty good stuff. He's got a fastball, upper 90s with almost 19 inches of vert on it. So that's all a bunch of rise.
1 out for Yastrzemski. Takes a called strike. Let's see. He's now faced 22 batters and struck out 7 of them. That's pretty good work. Well, 1 in for a called strike. They list this right-hander at 6'2", 180. There's a ball outside. There's the 1-2. That'll be fouled off. All right, 6'2", certainly not short, but you wouldn't say that that's exceptionally tall. You think about these guys with great extension off the mound, and I'm sure he's got a really good extension. But just seeing what I see from here, here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Yastrzemski. And yeah, since it foul. It looks like this guy has quite the wingspan.
Yes.
Looks like he has extremely long arms.
And some deception to his delivery. I mean, I'm just evaluating him as a player. He looks like a pretty good pitcher to me.
1-2 pitch and a floater out into right field. That'll dunk in for a base hit. Yaz getting a sweeper to his liking and a soft flare into right field. 1 out single.
Yeah, so that's, I just say this because I've never heard of him, and the numbers are very impressive. And then I look at the stuff and the numbers underlying the stuff, and I'm like, why would he be traded for cash?
Right.
That's cash is generally a very low number. It's somebody you're just trying to get rid of. This kid looks like he's got a lot of potential.
Ha-Seong Kim takes ball low and outside, and not even cash considerations.
That's right.
We'll consider. It might be monopoly money that we give you. Got an ABS challenge here. That is a ball low and outside, so that call is confirmed. Seven-2 Giants, bottom of the ninth. Low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Need a bunch of base runners in a hurry. Baldwin on deck. And then Eli White, if they can make it that far in the order. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Ha-Seong Kim. Low and outside, 3-0. Shade covers the entire field with a passing cloud. Still a breeze out of right center towards the left field foul pole. 3-0 pitch, low and outside. He's walked him. So the men who bat 8th and 9th are both aboard for the top of the order. And, of course, Drake climbs in. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
With that walk, there's action in the bullpen. In fact, here comes manager Tony Vitello. Caleb Killian is a right-hander. He's throwing for the Giants. So the Braves not out of this thing yet, but need a bunch of base runners quickly. With 1 down, they have runners at first and second. Home plate umpire Jordan Baker walks out there and forces Vitello's hand. And that'll be it for Smith. And he'll be going with Killian. So the Giants make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home and business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. Tell you about the new right-hander when we come back. 7-2 Giants in the ninth.
Strike 3. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Kenneth Exhibition PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Want to hear a sound that's music to your ears? It's this one. You're a winner! Because that means you're an instant winner in the Cash 4 444 promotion. For 44 days, 444 Cash 4 players will win $444 right on the spot. Just listen for this prize alert when your ticket prints from the terminal. You're a winner! Or look for the prize alert on your ticket to see if you've won. There are 444 winners through June 30th. So play Cash 4 to instantly win an extra $444. Only from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, the official hotel partner of the Atlanta Braves, steps from Truist Park. Book now and take advantage of available rates and offers at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Do you have an empty screen doing nothing at home or at work? Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
We have 1 down in the bottom of the ninth. Braves do have base runners at first and second after a Yastrzemski single and a Kim walk. Brings Drake Baldwin to the plate and brings a new reliever out of Tony Vitello's bullpen, right-hander Caleb Killian, 29-year-old. Pitched collegiately at Texas Tech and was named the club's closer by manager Tony Vitello just last Friday. I mentioned this bullpen has been a little bit of flux with roles jumping around, and I guess they'd had enough and finally anointed Killian the closer. He really struggled in May, but he's thrown 6.2 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts in his last 7 games.
See if Drake can catch a spark right here for the Braves in the ninth inning. Trailing 7-2. Hit the homer in the first inning, which took place last night. Pitch all the way to Baldwin. And a called strike. Got a check swing, didn't commit, but that sinker over for a strike 0-1. Also a ground out and 2 strikeouts for Baldwin. Killian's 0-1. Low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. He can reach. You got Eli White coming up to the plate. Braves down to their final few batters and trying to make some noise here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Game 2 tonight, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, as J.R. Ritchie will be on the mound in the game this evening. Meanwhile, Killian, this tall, lean right-hander, comes set right at the belt. 1-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off by Baldwin into the second deck, 1-2. Right-hander bit at the waist, now straightens, right at the belt. 1-2 pitch. Baldwin fights it off foul into the second deck along the third baseline. Time called by Baldwin. Meanwhile, this right-hander, Killian, high Black Sox up to the knees. Glance back to second base. That's where Yaz is. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to the plate. Baldwin swings and misses over the top of a curveball. So he strikes out, 2 down. They've had some good curveballs versus Baldwin today. Robbie Ray had a few of them. Killian has one here, and the Braves down to their final out. Big 12-6 tumbler.
Yeah, even though Drake went deep in his first swing back, you got to expect some rust, right? He hasn't seen Major League pitching in 3.5 weeks, right. 4 weeks.
Eli swings and tips the first pitch into the mid of Daniel Susac. That fastball, 96, a lot of life on the heater, especially after that curveball just showed to Baldwin. Eli chops it foul off to the backstop. Braves down to their final swing. This is a game that started with so much promise last night as the first swing of the game went 473 feet. Well, then the Giants scored twice in the top of the second, took the lead. That's when the rains came last night. We resumed this game today, and it's been all Giants since the resumption of the game. Now the Braves down to their final swing. Oh, 2 to Eli. He swings and misses, and that's the ball game. So the Giants, much better than the Braves were after the resumption of the game. They got it going with a few home runs. Devers, Lee, Adames all go deep. And they win game 1 of this series by a final score of 7-2. Back with the totals after this.
Jeff Francoeur here to talk with you about your car insurance. You got to have it, so you might as well work with a company that invests your dollars right back into your community. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance supports grassroots efforts that strengthen rural communities and protect farms and products growing here in Georgia. You can rely on them for quality insurance coverage and to help protect our access to local food. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
Braves country is Bronco country. This is Michael Harris II. On or off-road, there's a lot of great and exciting places to check out. And the best way to do it is in the powerful off-road ready Ford Bronco. See you out there.
For great offers on a new Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport SUV, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
The original Louisiana hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
Get your morning baseball fix with Atlanta Braves today, weekday mornings at 7:45, and listen for your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets before 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Giants win game 1, 7-2 over the Braves. The Home Depot is proud to present today's player of the game. Darren, who are you choosing for this one?
Yeah, Giants pitcher Robbie Ray really was the story of the game today. Held the Braves scoreless for 6 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. One of his best starts of his season.
All right, unfortunately, Robbie Ray, your player of the game, built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Here are the totals for the Giants: 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 6 men left on base. They had 3 homers, solo shots from Devers, Lee, and Adames. For the Braves, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 9 men left on base. 1 homer for the Braves, the solo shot by Baldwin in the first. Winning pitcher Robbie Ray, now 5-6 with a 4.07 ERA. Grant Holmes takes the loss. He's 4-3 with a 4.33 ERA. Time of the game, 2 hours, 41 minutes. That was with that 1 hour, 52-minute rain delay last night on top of all that. Giants now 30-43 after the win. Braves 46-26 after the loss. The attendance today, 31,266. Reminder, the Braves had 1 homer tonight, or today I should say. Actually, the homer did come last night. You'll score $100 off a set of Goodyear Cooper tires tomorrow. Plus a free alignment, a free oil change with your tire purchase, only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round trip promotion at tirediscounters.com/Braves. Well, game 2 coming up tonight. Tell you about that when we come back and close on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Racetrack knows ATL moves fast. You can feel it, especially on Braves game days. So make a stop that counts. All beef hot dogs, Swirl World frozen yogurt with endless toppings, a freeze blast to cool off. All your faves whenever you need them. The Braves bring the energy. Racetrack keeps it going. Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves Country, it's Tom Glavine, and when my ride needs a wash, I trust the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves, Tidal Wave Auto Spa. With hundreds of convenient locations, all-star customer service, and cutting-edge equipment that gets my ride sparkling clean in just 3 minutes, Tidal Wave is a game-changer. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location near you.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Make it a habit to keep your radio on, the radio home of the Atlanta Braves while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7, and The Fan app.
Giants win game 1, 7-2 over the Braves. And our next broadcast will be coming up tonight. In fact, game 2 coming up in a little bit more than 3 hours. Braves and Giants tonight right here at Truist Park. We'll be back on the air at 6 o'clock with our Braves Radio Network pregame show. And then the first pitch to follow at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Carson Whisenhunt will get the ball for the Giants. Left-hander making his season debut. Meanwhile, J.R. Ritchie goes for the Braves. He's 1-1 with a 3.82 ERA. So for the fellas in studio, Joe Virgin and Cullen Madden. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good afternoon. We'll be talking to you here in a few hours with more action from Truist Park. Final score in Game 1. Giants 7, Braves 2. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show starting right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came courtesy of the bat of Drake Baldwin. His solo home run in his first at-bat back from that oblique injury tied the game at 1 last night in the first inning. Get Wi-Fi that brings the heat. Xfinity gives you Wi-Fi so reliable it never gets caught. With Xfinity, you can get one price for the next 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Aero Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Aero protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2026 Atlanta Braves. Two legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Napa know-how. For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager with IBEW Local 613. If you're an experienced electrician, you've probably heard things about the IBEW, and maybe you've never really looked into it for yourself. That's fair. Most people don't until they have a reason to. Our electricians make high wages, have top flight benefits, and a retirement pension. So here's my ask. Don't take anyone else's word for it. Give us a shot. Go to IBEW613.org.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
For $5, get a sausage McMuffin with egg, extra value meal, complete with a sausage McMuffin with egg, small premium roast coffee, and hash browns. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
The time to pursue your dreams is now, and the place is South College. With South College's Associate of Science in Health Science, you can focus on pre-nursing or pre-pharmacy. Each curriculum is designed to promote development of knowledge and skills. South College participates in a variety of financial aid programs for those who qualify, and academic guidance resources are readily available on campus. To find out more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus, visit south.edu. That's south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
Hey, Braves fans, make it a habit to call me after every Braves game during 680 wrap-up on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and The Fan app.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Swung on, belted. Deep left field. Collins going back.
He's at the wall and is gone. Home run.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park, it's time for the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
And welcome into the Truist Studios here in the Battery Atlanta. We are steps away from the right field gate at Truist Park, where fans are leaving a little disappointed after the 7-2 loss to the San Francisco Giants in Game 1 of the 3-game set. Of course, this was a continuation of last night's game, which was suspended in the middle of the second inning due to rain. Unfortunately for the Braves, they just could not get the bats going today. However, Drake Baldwin did return. His first at-bat back was a home run last night. Let's get to the highlights, and Grant Holmes is in some trouble in the first inning. Bases loaded, one down. Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate looking to get the Giants on the board.
1 ball and 1 strike on Jung-Hoo Lee, a .331 hitter. He's got some pop, 3 homers this season. Standing in the left-hand batter's box with his bright orange cleats on. Steadies his bat behind his left ear. The 1-1 pitch. And he swings it. Hits it high in the air to center. Over to his right. Now back. Michael Harris still back at the edge of the warning track. Makes the catch. 2 of the 3 runners will tag and advance. That includes Luis Arraez, who scores the game's first run. And it's 1-0 Giants on the sac fly by Jung-Hoo Lee. His 25th RBI of the year. 1-0 San Francisco.
Bottom of the first, and the man everybody was waiting for steps to the dish. Drake Baldwin, Adrian Hauser. Can Drake make some magic?
3-1 pitch. And he hits it deep to center field. A massive swing. Drake Baldwin is back in the building. A 1-1 game in the first. Straight away center field. A titanic blast by Drake Baldwin. How in the world do you do something like that? What a special player. 473 feet to straightaway center field. What a bomb by Baldwin.
473 feet. That is the longest home run in Major League Baseball this season. It's Drake's 3rd career leadoff home run. After Michael Harris II singles and Dominic Smith walks, Mauricio Dubon stands in with 2 down and a chance to give the Braves the lead.
1-1, squared up to right field, coming in and playing it on a bounce now is Lee. Coming around third base, Harris. The throw out of right is terrible. Run scores. That throw from right field drifted to the first base line and was cut off halfway down the first base line. And the base hit by Mauricio Dubon gives the Braves their first lead of the game. It's 2-1 Atlanta here in the first inning.
Top of the second, and the rain starting to come down very hard. The Giants looking to come back. Bases loaded, 1 down. Bryce Eldridge at the plate against Grant Holmes, looking to tie it up.
Right-hander set right at the letters, 3-2 pitch. And he missed it to the slider low for ball 4. Just couldn't get a grip on that thing.
Matt Chapman is next at the dish, and he has a chance to give the Giants the lead.
There's a fly ball towards center. Coming in, Dubon. He dives and makes the catch. Great catch by Mauricio. Tagging from third base and scoring now is Gilbert. It's a sac fly by Matt Chapman, and it gives the Giants the lead, but a terrific catch out there in center field by Dubon.
Then the rain came. The game was suspended. Now we head to today. Top of the 5th, still 3-2. Dylan Dodd in for the Braves. 2 down. Rafael Devers at the plate looking to extend the lead.
Here's a fly ball hit well to right field. Mike Yastrzemski going to go back. He's at the track, spins at the wall, and that is gone. Boy, Rafael Devers does it again. He gives the Giants a 4-2 lead on a home run, his 10th of the year. But this is his 36th career game versus the Braves, and that's his 11th career homer versus Atlanta. He has been a nightmare on Braves pitchers.
And even 400 feet on the home run from Devers. Didn't stay long to stay 4-2, though. Jung-Hoo Lee is next at the plate, and he jumps on the first pitch that he sees from Dodd.
2 down for Jung-Hoo Lee, and he crushes one deep down the right field line towards the chop house, and that's out of here. On consecutive swings, the Giants get 2 very different styles of homers. The one off the bat of Devers, a majestic shot over the right center field wall. This one was a missile out there to the chop house. And for Lee, it's his 5th homer of the year, and it's now 5-2 Giants after the back-to-back homers.
That's the 5th time this season the Giants have gone back-to-back, and first since June 10th versus the Nationals. Top of the 8th, 1 down. Anthony Molina in for the Braves. Willy Adames at the dish with a chance to extend the Giants' lead.
There's the 2-2 pitch all the way to Willy Adames. And Adames strikes it hard to deep center field. Spreading back Dubon. He goes to the track. Shy of the wall. He's going to see that go over his head and into the falls. And it's a home run for Adames. He was setting up like he might try to climb the wall and go for it, but then realized he better stay grounded. And no shot of reaching that. And the homer by Adames is his 12th of the year. And it's now a 6-2 lead for the Giants.
424 feet off the bat of Adames. Top of the ninth, runners at the corners, one down. Matt Chapman in the plate against Anthony Molina with a chance to add on another one.
Oh, one check swing in between the mound and first, and he throws to second and bounces the throw and gets the out. That was almost a disaster. Molina comes off the mound to glove it about a third of the way between the mound and first base, and then has an awkward spin and an off-balance throw to second to get that middle runner in Eldridge. Arise scores, and that makes it a 7-2 lead for the Giants and 2 down in the inning.
Same score, bottom of the ninth. Caleb Killian on to finish it off for San Francisco. 2 on, 2 down, and Eli White at the plate as the Braves' final hope.
0-2 to Eli. He swings and misses, and that's the ball game. So the Giants, much better than the Braves were after the resumption of the game. They got it going with a few home runs. Devers, Lee, Adames all go deep. And they win game one of this series by a final score of 7-2.
Totals for the game for the Giants, 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. For the Braves, 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Robbie Ray gets the win. He's 5-6 on the season. Grant Holmes, the loss. He's 4-3. There's never been a better time to test drive the Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Drake Baldwin. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 22nd, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees. Extra speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get up to $3,500 customer cash on the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end July 6th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Attention Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar ZTR or a Yanmar Limited Edition SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar ZTR if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar Limited Edition SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win. The Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
The original Louisiana hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
At Emory Healthcare, there's a whole team of people devoted to medicine that envisions the future, so you can do the same. When doubt surrounds your picture of tomorrow, hope from others can light the way forward. The power of second chances is here every day, but its beauty shines brightest when you bring it home. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, make the right call. I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm based right here in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area.
Strike one.
We'll get you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time.
Strike two.
And our team is with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team.
Strike three.
Make the right call. Call Ken.com. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law, 1355 Peachtree Street, Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
When it comes to shipping, Saia Freight and Logistics delivers a grand slam. As the exclusive freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves, Saia provides comprehensive nationwide service focused on customer satisfaction. For over a century, Saia has delivered the smart solutions and reliable shipping businesses both big and small depend on. When service is everything, it's a yes. Step up to the plate with Saia. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
Hey Braves fans, this is Brian Finneran. Watch the best highlights from our local shows or dive into the live stream and fan chat by searching for the 680 The Fan page on YouTube.
This is the Hyundai Postgame Show, presented by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now more postgame coverage on the Braves Radio Network.
Welcome back inside the Truist Studios here in the Battery, Atlanta. Braves fall 7-2 in Game 1 of the 3-game set against the San Francisco Giants. A reminder at Racetrack, we understand the importance of good food, cold drinks, and a great game. Be sure to download the Racetrack app now to stay up to date on amazing in-store offers and become a valued rewards member. Head to Racetrack for whatever gets you going. Drake Baldwin, 1 for 5 on the day, including a solo home run, 473 feet, the longest home run in Major League Baseball this season. Here is the Braves catcher.
Well, Drake, just get back to last night. How good would it feel just to be able to make an instant impact and know that you're feeling good enough to do something like that?
Yeah, I think coming back from injuries like that, it's just like knowing you're ready to play at game speed, and being able to have a swing like that definitely builds confidence in that sense of getting back, and it's just great to be with this group of guys again, and getting out there.
Obviously a weird nearly 24 hours to get this game in. How challenging was that yesterday as the rain just seemed to be just a persistent problem until they finally had to stop and obviously push it on to today?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think that's something that people go through. I mean, you're going to go through in a season. You're going to deal with playing through a little bit of rain, but that was a tough one for sure. Just grip on balls and stuff like that. And but you got to play through it and keep on going out there and competing.
An injury like an oblique injury, just so much goes into it for baseball players. Can you just kind of walk us through like the working through that injury and stuff like that? At what point did you feel like, oh, I'm good to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think you never really know until you get back into the game. Kind of having some live ABs in Florida and then having some game reps in Jacksonville, just kind of. You're kind of feeling it out at the beginning just because you know you heard it swinging, or I heard it swinging. But once you kind of take that first good swing, you're back to being like, all right, I can go back in there and compete at the level I want to compete at.
Have you been able to see Michael today, and you got the sense that he's feeling a little bit better?
Yeah, I mean, just briefly, but I mean, his spirits are up. I mean, they're kind of always up, but yeah, I think he's feeling good.
How pivotal is the machine interject at getting you guys ready, sort of new on the scene?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of the closest thing you can have to game action as of now. So being able to take some swings off that, it's not perfect, but it's pretty much, it's as close as you can get. So you're facing that type of velo, that kind of decision making, and doing that. Coming back is pretty beneficial. So, I mean, there's nothing like the real game, but that's about as close as you can get.
That was Braves starting catcher Drake Baldwin. Injury update, you heard Drake mention it there. Michael Harris II was removed prior to the second inning yesterday due to lower back tightness. Of course, he was not eligible to play today since he was pulled out of that game. We'll see if there's any update on him as we go along. Unfortunately, injuries are part of the game, and sometimes life throws one your way too. Getting the help you need shouldn't be complicated. When you or someone you care about gets hit with an injury, there's only one call to make: attorney Ken Nugent and his team. With $5 billion and counting recovered for Braves fans across Georgia, Ken and his team are ready to help. Visit callken.com. One call, that's all. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from Walt Weiss. You'll also hear about some between game roster moves. This is is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can